Yeah, I got 5G sheep.
Oh god. That was the first thing everyone heard. Thanks, Quiz.
Oh, sorry.
5G sheep.
5G sheep.
Well, Brez was telling me that the word I was looking for was what? Excrete and not emit. It makes it sound like I've got like radio sheep.
Not the radio sheep.
Welcome to Radio Sheep.
Welcome to Radio Sheep. It's like Radiohead.
Brought to you by Tech Wizard.
Oh my
But
god.
because of all the wool, the channel's always a little more staticky. But welcome on in, everybody, to another
I thought
week
that it
of
couldn't get worse.
Wanderhome, week
Wahoo!
3.
Yay!
That was so enthusiastic. You can tell that we're all working adults because they meant that sincerely.
I've just been through some things today.
Yeah, true. Well, this is a time to relax. As you know, we like to have fun here. It's always some chill, cool times. Let's start off by just introducing the players. Ditch Digger Ginger, where can people find you?
Hi.
And, give us a brief introduction of your character as well, as a reminder for people that might be new.
My character is Ginger. She is a giraffe. She delivers the mail. She is a moth tender. She is accompanied by her friend and business partner, Francisco, who is a turtle, where she is crazy and energetic and hard to stay focused. He is the chill person that grounds her.
When she gets in trouble.
Yeah. Or if she panics.
Yep.
I stream on Twitch, or at least I'm going to, when the weather stops being so nice that I cannot, in good conscience, not spend the entire day outside.
Wow.
We moved a chicken pen today.
Oh my gosh, imagine touching grass.
I live in grass.
I wish I lived your life.
Gotta take care of the one chicken.
Yes, that one chicken.
Chimkin.
Good
Very
chicken.
nice, though. And Taryn, where can people find your player on the internet?
Oh, hi. My player, he named Ross.
Hi, Ross.
You can find me on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah, twitch.tv/Ross_bear. I also have a Twitter, but I mainly just use that to like post about when I'm going online. I also have a Blue Sky, which does the exact same function. But yeah, that's where I be.
Cool. And for those that might be new, a little bit about your character.
Yes. I am playing Taryn. He is a guardian bear. He's like a single dad who watches over his ward, Rose, little rabbit girl, about 13. And he most recently got a curse placed upon him to where whenever he's anxious, he will sneeze.
And it will only be cured if he somehow gets over it.
Which, as a single dad, like, oh my god, when will I not be anxious?
Gosh, if only there wasn't something increasing his anxiety, like being cursed with anxiety.
I feel like we're gonna have a lot of like allergy things. Oh, God damn it, Rogue.
Classic. Mission failed.
Next
and
time.
Green Sky, where can your player be found, and what's more about yourself?
So Yogoki Wolf here can be found on Purple, the Red app, the Clock app, as well as that new Sky app, and the bird over there, Twitter. Clock app is usually blind reactions and my ADHD brain short-circuiting from sounds. And
I got really excited because I was like, I love clocks.
Yes, you do. You post there regularly, actually. And Current stream schedule is Monday, Wednesdays, sometimes Thursday, then Saturdays, and then I'm here Tuesday and Friday. And currently going through Baldur's Gate 3, trying to get some of that new 14 content in, and then there's supposed to be D&D every other Saturday on my channel, but that hasn't happened in a bit. But and then a little bit about Green Sky. He is a trader by choice, and he's accompanied by his faithful and very inquisitive assistant, the Keen Rain here, who has followed him for some time, and is not sure if he's trying to be like a note taker or a librarian type, or if he's trying to take over the business, the roaming business even, for Green Sky here. So we'll figure that one out eventually here, I'm sure.
He's young.
He's got time to figure it out.
Yep, as does Rose.
God, what a life she has ahead of her.
Well, as far as Ember and myself, you can find me on my Twitch channel, little_foxy. And I play a lot of games. Be probably playing more DBD as I try to finish out the current stuff going on there. Get the rest of that dredge stuff going, and try to P1 all the survivors. And I'll probably try to pick back up on Baldur's Gate 3 myself with my own playthrough shortly afterwards, so that I can stop avoiding the spoilers that exist around every single corner of the world.
Anymore, it's real hard to dodge Baldur's Gate 3 stuff.
I try to be as vague as I can.
But yeah,
especially in this group.
And then Ember is an Ulm Firelight, so she is a guide, and she is herself guided by her Firefly. The two are quite the pair. With them as well is Wisp, the sometimes seen, sometimes hidden, many-faced god that follows around, usually to cause a little mischief when he gets a little bored. But yeah, we've been traveling together here at Silver Spring, which is kind of a swampy but hardworking town. It's got a Salt Flats Mirror Lake aesthetic to it. So somewhere between the Salt Flats and the swamp, they meet together in this small forested area called Silver Spring. It is a working town full of harder working people. Their primary export being textiles, which adorn all of the trees and houses and give the place an extremely bright and colorful purview. Been here for about 2 weeks now, so I imagine that we'll be starting at the start of the next week, probably.
Speaking of textiles, actually, at the end of the last session here, there was a hole in Green Sky's shirt due to a panic attack from a certain giraffe, if I remember correctly.
So sorry.
So he will be visiting someone to either get a new shirt or get his current one patched up. I think that would be a
I
decent
feel
place to
very
start
guilty.
here.
I can go with you on that adventure.
So if that's where we're starting, and I steal Rose for a sec, Rose would remind you that I've been working with Maybell for a while, and clothing and textiles is literally what she does. She might be able to cut you a deal since you two know each other.
That is true. If you're going to find a shirt anywhere, I feel like this place would be it.
And I think she likes you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Green Sky would quirk an eyebrow. That's an interesting inclusion.
I mean, it seemed pretty obvious to me. But I know how you boys can be.
Right, I noticed
You
it
do?
as I I had noticed it as well, but it, as mentioned, just a curious inclusion in your note.
It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't even matter. We can just ask and see if she'll help patch up your shirt.
You need a wingman?
You were already going to tag along.
Oh, I know, but I gotta figure out what I should be doing, because it's like, am I just casually there, or am I wingmanning it? Because I gotta play it up. I gotta figure out.
Is that in character talk from Ginger, by the way?
Yes, it is.
Green Sky just looks up at Ginger like, she seems pretty infatuated to begin with, so I don't imagine they need much help.
Oh.
You can tag along and attempt to do so regardless,
Haha.
but I don't think it's gonna
Let's
be
go! And she starts walking.
too okay. And he's like cuts off mid-sentence like, okay.
Everyone else, at least on the Ember side of things, Ember, Wisp, and Whisper, you guys are not sure where Wisp is at the moment, but he's probably nearby. Ember and Wisp were probably thinking to go over there just to get some work done for the day. So they will be following along anyway.
Since Rose is going, Terran's also coming along, but he's still like silently like brow furrowed, like thinking like, what did she mean? Where did she learn that?
I like to imagine you just sneezed.
that thought process of how'd you learn about boys? What?
Been leaving you alone too long.
A shifty gaze goes over to Keen.
and Keen is just kind of sitting there going, oh, well, I was gonna suggest we touch that up. Yes. Oh boy. And just tags behind, pen in hand.
All right. Do you have any volunteers?
To speak to Maybell or to be Maybell?
Be Maybell.
Oh, I'll be Maybell.
Real.
Shit. I'm clicking in all the wrong spots. There we go. Okay.
So she has like a Southern Belle kind of accent.
Right.
Oh my.
Perfect.
Well, look at this wonderful menagerie that's just darkened my doorstep.
Hi, Maybell.
And what can I do for you lovely critters this evening?
Well, I was in the market for either a patch job on my shirt, or mayhap just a whole new one. A patch job will do just fine, if that is possible.
She like I imagine she's like wearing like the like little like glasses that like have like the necklace attachments. So she like puts them on. She's like, let me get a closer look.
Bear in mind,
he tore up his shirt on a dangerous adventure.
Is that so?
If you look at the shirt that's in his character, you can see that it's more patches than shirt in some ways.
And Green Guy just looks at Ginger going, okay, I'm just gonna go with that. And he kind of turns around and kind of pulls at the spot that she had nibbled a hole in.
Ginger walks behind him. This man saved my life.
Well, it wouldn't do to have such a hero wandering around in rags, now would it? No, the whole thing's got to go.
I mean, this shirt. Okay.
We will get you set up with one of my very best designers. Come, right this way. And she leads you on into the back.
I'm gonna look around at different fabrics to get a new bow tie.
Beautiful.
And Green Sky, having that patched up his own shirt this entire time, really, it's why it kind of looks as bad as it does.
Great peddler. Less than great stitcher.
It's like I've done my own patchwork, but I figured since I was here, may as well get it done properly, or since you're insisting, get something to refresh this old thing.
Well, let me put it to you this way, darling. Wouldn't it help sell your wares better if you were more, presentable?
That is there's a twinge of insult in his next words. Fair assessment.
Oh, I didn't mean anything by it, darling. I just mean that I think you're overdue for a bit of a makeover. And I think this is the perfect excuse.
I would have to agree on that.
Now, question, do we want to make a kith sheet for the designer I mentioned?
You could if you want to. So there was 2 people that work here. Neither of them currently have kith sheets, so they're kind of open slates. One person works at the front with the tapestries, one person works at the back on the sewing. So that's all that's really established so far. Both of them work directly for Maybell. And Rose, as well as Ember, have been also assisting Maybell with this and that around the shop to essentially have a place to stay.
Right.
And they've been doing this for a couple of weeks, so they're pretty knowledgeable about most of the people here now. Actually, almost a few weeks. Or no, it would be the same. It's 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since we arrived at town.
It's been 2 weeks. So a number of days. Yeah.
So if you want to, you can make one. If I remember correctly, it is primarily snakes and frogs in this town.
Yes.
But if you want to use another animal folk of any kind, you are free to do so.
And I mean, considering that these 2 were essentially homeless without their work for Maybell, I would think that they would be outsiders that came in trying to trying for an internship kind of deal.
I like that idea. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, you know what? I'm seeing a bird. I'm seeing a bird lady.
Okay.
Oh, like a woodpecker?
You know what? I like that idea.
I kind of want to lean on the irony with birds that the female has the least fancy feathers. And this bird takes offense to that and gets the brightest colored hats and coats and wears them to cover their brown normal feathers.
Yes.
Love
100%
love this. Okay.
100% yes.
100% behind this.
Mm-hmm.
And you can pick some traits that you feel would be fitting. About 2 will usually work. 1 or 2 traits, and then I usually give them 2 or 3 things that they can do based off of those 1 or 2 traits.
So I'm imagining as she's like behind a sewing machine, and every time she has to go like back and forth, her nose gets in the way, so she has to like pick up her whole head. And, like she'll go through it and it'll go to the right, and she'll have to like pick up her head and look at it from the right, and then it finishes, and then she has to go all the way back to the left.
Yeah, everything on her desk has a height limit, lest the sway of her head left and right would knock something over.
But you know,
She
she's
bedazzles
a woodpecker, so
everything.
Okay. What is her name? Actually, wait, no. Let's figure out her traits, right?
Yeah.
I forgot the trait
I like to inform their name based on like their traits. So we're definitely decided on a
woodpecker
She,
or a
her, I assume.
long billed,
God, yeah, thank you.
Mm,
like a woodpecker or a long billed bird of some sort.
I like the idea. Oh no, what about a hummingbird?
Oh, so she'd be like small.
Oh, that's
very
cute.
hyper.
Small,
Mhm.
hyper.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Go for it.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely
Yeah. Hummingbird. So what traits are popping out to you, Ross?
I forgot how did we decide these before? I know we rolled the dice, but
You can roll. If you have something in mind, you can just look through the list that is in your PDF and pick them out. That's what I did when I made
right, here we go.
Peter, for example.
Yeah,
but you can also roll for them.
Yeah, I think before we rolled and then picked out of these 6 boxes over here, kind of a thing.
Because it's like 2d6. 1d6 is the category of traits, and the other d6 is the trait itself. Is one way to do it, where you roll for it randomly.
But we already got some kind. We already have some of the natures picked out a bit. The hyperactivity or the energetic.
So they probably have a creative nature,
Right.
and
start there.
Probably a social nature too, or a bit of a social butterfly. They want to be dressed up for the people. That's why she and Maybelle get along so well.
I guess we'd take an artistic trait.
Yeah, so an artistic trait.
Those are natures.
What are options?
The options are crafty, dramatic, or crafty, dramatic, imaginative, poetic, glamorous, miraculous.
I'm imagining glamorous and what was the other one what was the second one on the list?
Dramatic.
Dramatic and glamorous just feel like they work.
Yeah.
All right, and they each have.
They'll have options, so you can pick one or both of them. But if we do dramatic, oh, that was an accident, and I can't spell.
Okay, so for dramatic, let's see, what's a good one?
Because there's 3 options, right? And then you can pick 1 or 2 of them.
Distract someone with a talented display. I like that one.
Oh, that's good for a shop.
Yeah.
But she works at the back of the shop.
Right.
But she could still do that. What are the other options?
Play up your emotions to absurd levels.
That just sounds fun.
Or put on a big show with heightened emotions and histrionics.
What is histrionics?
Mass hysteria, but for an individual.
So I think the one that probably makes the most sense is play up your emotions to absurd levels.
I like that one. And then we can probably grab that one and then 2 from the
glamorous.
2 from glamorous. Maybe?
Yeah.
Or 1. We'll see. Let me lock this real quick. So stop picking it up.
Yeah, so our options.
So that one was, hold on. Play up emotions
to absurd levels. If that fits.
Okay. So that's their dramatic quality. And they got some glamorous qualities, right?
Yeah, so we've got dazzle and stun everyone who beholds you. Reveal the appearance you hide underneath. Or
fucking glasses trope.
Tell someone to look at you. If they want to look away, they're going to need to spend a token. Wow.
Okay, so fun fact: if you look at Maybelle's sheet, she's also glamorous and has 2 of those.
Oh, that's funny.
So we could make it interesting and give the third one.
Yeah.
to this character that we have yet to name, but they're slowly coming together.
Okay, so then I guess it would be dazzle and stun everyone who beholds you.
Yes, I was leaning towards that one mainly because we were going off the dull feathers because female, and where's the colorful,
trying really hard to go beyond that.
Yeah.
We're gonna call them not just a fashion designer, but a fashionista.
Ooh.
Because she would not want to be addressed as otherwise. So, what are we thinking for a name?
Patricia.
Patricia!
A Maxinista.
Oh, God, no.
Ooh, Sophia?
Sophia is a nice
like
name.
that.
Sophia's good.
Tiffany.
This is Tiffany. Yeah, there's Tiffany in the chat there.
Oh, Tiffany's a good one.
If you have a meal in the early morning at her house, would that be breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yeah.
You could be having dinner. So long as it's breakfast for dinner, you'd still be having breakfast at Tiffany's. After hours.
Rochelle.
Now, Rochelle's a nice name.
There's another one from chat here.
I'm kind of leaning towards Sophia, though.
Sophia does sound on point.
Bit of a whistle to it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I like Sophia.
Sophia. Her hummingbird.
Can I play Sophia?
Yes. You absolutely may.
Go for it.
Loving that. That is a great character.
Rachel.
Rachel.
Directly targeted at Bearmon.
Yes.
I feel there's a story there.
There is a story there, but we don't have to go into it right now.
Right, yeah. Definitely for a different time.
Creates another kith called Rachel. We're going to explore this.
Rachel the cow.
Odds. Oh, lordy.
All right. So we have walked towards the back. Ember has kind of made herself busy. Manning the front desk. Because she can't do anything with textiles.
Ginger keeps picking up different textiles and looking at Ember, remembering she's blind and then putting them back.
Like, hey, look at this. Wait, you can't look.
And she does this 7 times.
All right. Sophia, darling, I need your help here.
Maybelle, don't even look at me. You know what my workload is right now. You know what you've given me to do. But what is it?
Listen. It's all right. We've got a VIP here.
We don't do. When did we do that? It wasn't in the. No, I haven't.
No. It's okay. Just play along, darling.
Oh, okay. She never stops. She never stops sewing.
Barely looks up. Yeah.
She looks up, sees the patchwork shirt, hairishes on the
sewing.
inside.
She stops sewing. It is you did not realize that the silence was this unnerving until she stopped sewing. She put her things down.
You see, we've got a special case here today.
Honey, I see that. What? Okay. Yes. Right. Where do I even start? What main color scheme are we going here? I don't even know where to start with this.
I mean, the shirt started as just a red button down.
With green buttons. Which is already a travesty.
Darling, I don't even know if it's red anymore.
He kind of looks at it like, yeah, the main color is kind of lost amongst all the patchwork.
Was it red when you started?
Like I said, I first got this shirt. It was a red button down.
Mhm.
But that was years ago.
I knew that you were the right girl for this job. So
white when I bought them.
So I'll leave this in your very
Maybell,
capable
don't
wings.
you dare!
Ta.
Ta.
Oh.
Look, we can just do like I'm just here for a hole. And kind of like turn. Yeah, does that half turn to show the hole?
All right,
The new
let's
hole
go.
that's not been patched.
She starts pulling out this like measuring tape. Arms up.
Okay.
All right,
he just
here we go.
he just complies.
Very quick movements. Just start measuring everything, and she's mumbling to herself like, oh, "There's many inches. This arms, and then the 5." Okay.
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 Do you want pants?
And everyone in the room has the stark realization that he's not wearing any.
Wah.
Wah.
I suppose that is an interesting question.
It just brings the outfit together. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to make you an outfit.
I mean, I've never given
I'm making
them
you pants.
consideration. Okay.
If you don't want them, you don't have to wear them.
That is fair.
Starts measuring tail, legs. Okay, leave it open for the feet. Cover that up. Extenuate the waist. Okay.
Extenuate what now?
Don't worry about it.
Get him a tail coat. A coat for his tail.
Yes.
I mean, you just have to get a hole in there for my tail to pop out. It doesn't have to, like, cover it.
Honey, you are not the first person with a tail to come in here. I got you.
I mean, I kind of figured as such, seeing as this town is mainly snakes.
And frogs.
Aaron takes a
And
moment to
frogs.
think to himself, is like, are snakes all tail or no tail?
All tail or all neck?
Depends on the snake. It's a fashion that comes and goes, you know. The hardest part is keeping the clothes on.
I mean, if we're going the route, I mean, to split the coat down the back to make it have two tails to
Yeah,
split over the yeah.
that's a tail coat, honey.
Yes, yes.
I got it. I got you. We can do this together. We can do this. I'm going to kill Maybell. It's okay.
Consider the next words carefully.
Color scheme. You want to stick with red?
Please, it accentuates
Maybe mauve.
my.
From. Oops.
Here you go, bear.
Just like in the other room, just like a bunch of baskets just fell over, and Rose is like, ah.
Rose, please.
I'm sorry. I'll handle that.
Keen, would you be a friend and help with that? Yes, sir.
I love this art so much.
This is it's cursed.
So cursed.
Here.
For those playing the home game, the last session they drew on the table, in tabletop sim.
Well, no, we're talking about this.
What? Where are you?
I'm sending it through a bunch of DMs.
No,
There you go.
never mind. Oh, that is Where's the NC juice?
Do I want to know what this is?
No.
It's a suit.
Aw, he's a little worm.
Okay, I guess you do want to see it.
Look at his little hat.
His little hat.
Got worm fingers.
Yeah.
It's for him and his family. It's a one suit deal.
One suit. So it's 5 worms in a trench coat versus the 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
It's the whole family.
I mean, I think it's stream appropriate. It's just
fine. It's just weird.
It is weird.
Here, I can do this. You guys continue.
All right, Green Sky. So you are a businessman? What do you do?
I am a trader by choice. I have ventured rather far and wide to collect my wares over the many years that Kurt has seen me through.
Well traveled. And she's like sketching in her notebook, looks up at you every once in a while, keeps sketching. So you do a lot of things with your hands, I assume. Working man, needs to travel a lot, considering you've had the same damn shirt for who knows how many years. Gonna have to make this very durable.
That
The think
would,
out loud type.
that would be preferable.
Mhm,
He's
mhm,
like
mhm.
not sure if he should be responding.
Okay.
Ember
All right.
has started to nap in the chair, and the firefly is resting on her chest.
Oh
Aw.
god, the image is on screen now.
What, the worm?
Yes.
Yeah, he
Oh,
is.
there he is! Look,
Look
at
at
him! He's a little businessman! It's a family business.
Yes. That is appropriate. Yes.
We'll get the dirt on anyone, literally.
Ah.
You had to. God dang it.
Little wiggly looking guy. He sure is.
He's always composed.
Of many things.
He's composed so that he can compost better.
Worm family PI.
I hate it here.
Okay. But yeah, Ember's taking a nap.
Okay, so she gives you a rough sketch of what looks like a it's like, trying to think of the word I'm looking for. What does a petticoat look like? But not like ladylike. No.
A pea coat?
Oh, right. I'm not good when it comes to like the words of what I'm looking for. So it's like a long-tailed coat, and on the front it's like just like a regular white button-up. That's like not white, it's like an eggshell white, so you don't have to worry too much about it staining horribly. She's explaining this to you.
So like
Right.
a light beige, white button up with tails.
Yeah, easy to clean, and then the overcoat goes over that, so if you're ever doing some like strenuous work, you can take that off, your nice coat off. She looks at you. Off. If you think it's gonna get messed up, put it on when you're talking to customers. 2 shirts. 2 jobs. Yeah, you're gonna nail it. And then it's just some straight black pants that kind of just kind of go with it.
He's just staring at her, using all of this jargon, very confused.
Keen Rain is like sitting, like he pulled up a stool and is just like furiously scribbling.
Mm-hmm,
Yes,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
indeed.
Yes, you're gonna look fabulous. Don't worry about it. And she just starts furiously like putting pieces together, cutting things. There's like bits of fabric flying everywhere.
Okay.
Like when Cookie Monster eats cookies and none of the cookie makes it inside the Cookie Monster.
Not to argue against the color scheme, but
Uh-huh.
Let's go.
Let's look at the screen again.
I'm
not sorry.
Why does that
colors.
Why does that make it look like you're the worm?
Like the worm is Atlas and the worm is apologizing for what's happening on screen.
The worm
he's
is
not
not
apologizing. He's doing the opposite of apologizing.
She kind of glances up at Green Sky. You got something wrong with the colors?
No, there was merely mention of the red color scheme before.
Yeah. Your overcoat's red.
Ah, okay, got it.
With matching patents, I assume. Got yourself a striking mauve suit.
Yes.
Da-na-na-na. It's a new suit.
Da-na-na-na.
After Taryn helps Rose put the stuff that she dropped back, he kind of like looks back and he sees the suit, and then looks back at his stained apron, like it like sighs a little bit, like one day.
Now, she's also going to look at you and be like, okay, I'm going to throw in this one thing for free because I don't trust you. And she just makes you a plain red button-up.
Wait,
So just a brand new version of the shirt that you had.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because there will be times when you don't have to wear the same clothes for every single occasion.
That is a fair assessment.
Ember pulls her hat down a little bit.
I thank you for your work. And he
I have a thought. Do you have a name for your business, or like do you just call it your name, like if people look for you?
Yes, it is merely self-titled.
She puts a little pocket on the front and she embroiders like Green Sky on it in green writing on your red shirt.
Very Christmassy.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
why? Thank you.
Looks at it, doesn't like it, changes it to black.
Okay.
Atlas, what are you doing?
Stop looking at me like that.
It's not even, you can't even read the whole thing. It's like over top of him.
Perfect. What do you mean?
There's going to be a documentary at the end of this.
Life of Wormington.
It's
okay,
Christmas
darling.
Day.
That should set you up pretty good. I am incredibly busy. I'm just gonna go back here and keep working on what I was doing. Also, if you run into Maybell, run really hard.
I heard that, dear.
He hears
hey.
it. He hears it and takes a second to process, and then just starts laughing as he carries the clothes out to the shop.
Sophia just starts coughing. So, what do you think, Maybell? Do you like it? Like it? This is my best work. Thank you.
Oh, why? It's simply marvelous. You always knew
Her
you had an eye for color.
Her feathers kind of ruffle at the blatant flattery.
Good ruffle or bad ruffle?
I think she lives for the applause.
She does. Kind of
Oh,
clicks
a
her
good
tongue
ruffle,
like,
definitely.
I know.
Yes.
Just goes back to work.
Just of what is that?
Keep that up, and
show?
someone's looking at a real big Christmas bonus.
Ooh.
This whole thing is just reminding me of that Netflix show.
Mabel, I don't know why you pay me. You know all my money's just gonna go right back in here.
Darling, you have to eat
Very
sometime.
brightly dressed bird.
And Green Sky looks around for like an obvious like changing or what's the word? Try-on room.
Sophia just
room?
kind of points over in the corner without really looking at you.
Oh,
Over there.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I'll be right back.
Let me know if it doesn't fit.
Atlas, you're the boss. You're supposed to pay yourself. You know, Atlas, if you ever join this game, I want that to be your character.
Oh, God.
Yes,
Oh
the Elder Core.
You would never. He goes into the little side room, closes pulls the curtain closed, and begins changing into his new undershirt here.
Atlas, you can't fire yourself. That's not how this works.
Do you like throw your shirt, like your old shirt, just like throw it over or anything?
No, he would not. He just if the new clothes came on a hanger, he would just put the old shirt on the hanger that the new one came on, and keep it in there with him as he put the new one on.
We are having a bonfire, and we're not doing tannerite.
What?
And then he throws on the overcoat and walks back out. Everything, that is a very nice fit. I love the work. It's not itchy at all.
Sophia looks very smug.
In that way that birds do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she kind of gives you the side eye. Nods. Like, mm-hmm. I know.
Just like beak up in the air.
Yeah.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
You're
Taking a moment
welcome,
here.
darling.
Green Sky, as you're like looking around the room, looking at people's reactions, you catch the sight of yourself in a mirror that they have here in the facility. And what looks back at you is brimming confidence.
You're glowing.
I feel like I'm 5 years younger with this shirt. With this setup here. Very much appreciated.
You look incredible, Mr. Green Sky, sir.
Keen has gone through so many voices.
Why, thank you, Keen. Yes, especially coming from someone who's been with me for a good majority of the time I've been trouncing around. That means quite a bit coming from you.
Oh, it's nothing, Mr. Green Sky, sir. I took notes about the maintenance and how to keep your new suit clean.
There is a huge sigh of relief from Sophia.
Just this audible.
Oh, thank God.
At least someone did, kind of a thing.
Ginger, who did not hear you come out, turns to look at you and goes, "Whoa! Who is that handsome man?" Like laying it on thick. She gives you like 2 thumbs up. Got him.
His face just kind of falls in. Like, I'm not sure if it's disgust or just ashamed, or like that. I give up.
It's like that feeling when like you get clothes for Christmas and your parents make you put them on.
Immediately, yes, 100%.
Surprise! Ginger is unaware of your discomfort.
And anyone else have business here?
I'm gonna get 2 new bow ties. One of them an orange color, like same color as my spots, and the other one is blue with polka dots.
Ooh.
Very whimsical.
Mm-hmm. I'm also gonna look at Maybelle and be like, "Hey, you've got mail."
Oh. Really?
Mm-hmm.
From where? Who could be sending me letters? Is it a secret admirer?
I think it's an order from like a couple towns over.
Ah, yes, I should have known.
But I could like spray it with perfume if you want.
No, darling, that will be perfectly fine. I'll go ahead and take it.
Okay, then just hand it over to her.
I posted
Thank
a
you
meme for
kindly.
you guys.
It is 100%
No problem.
what it is.
What is it?
I posted a meme to general story time.
In the Discord. Wanderhome Discord.
Yes, oh my god. That's so good.
It was the thumbs up that really made it for me.
Yes.
It's like, yeah.
You got this.
Yeah, Ember is still manning the front desk and generally like doing what she can.
Dude, okay, so I guess we leave the letter alone, yeah. Because it was just an order.
Yeah, it's
I was
just
like,
an order.
I was like, wait, do I open it? Like, is this a thing that we gotta do?
No, I'm just a mail person delivering the mail.
Okay, cool.
So it says that when you deliver a letter. Oh, wrong sheet. Meow. E.
I love Editor Worm.
I had her to worm here.
Editor worm, editor worm.
Was this one of these letters? Like that you came with, or are you just saying that you have a different letter?
No, I just have a letter.
Okay, cool. So it's not one of these 3.
No.
Got it. Cool.
No, it's just one of those
Making
things that I can
sure.
always do.
Yeah. Very nice.
Uh,
Does that do anything in this case? Yes, that has asterisks.
completely unrelated. Shout out to my boyfriend Disco for bringing me Starbucks. He is the best.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Starbucks.
I got the oat milk, gingerbread, chai. Yeah.
Nice.
I love that.
I give you a token because
Oh.
they accepted your letter.
Oh, cool.
So this last one, if you ask, like, I have a letter for you,
Mhm.
you get a token if they accept the letter.
I love that there's that implies that someone will deny a letter at some point.
Well, it's like, I have your court order, and they're like,
That's
Or
not me.
it'd be your court summons.
yeah, yeah.
The king of the local town is requiring your attendance.
I
And,
don't
they're
care
like,
who
"No,
the
he's not."
government sends. I'm not paying taxes.
I am a witch that lives in the edge of town. I'm not paying taxes in the town. But yeah, Ember's probably going to just stick around here and help until the end of the day because we've already done a lot. There's not a lot of day left because we had the whole day of travel, basically. This is the same day where... Actually, no, we're actually still early in the day now that I'm thinking about it because we spent the night and then the next morning was when we did the whole spiritual journey and all that.
Cursed
And then
thing,
you guys
yeah.
were basically teleported back to town instantly.
Yes.
So it's most of the day is ahead of you. So yeah, Ember will probably just stay here and work for a bit.
And Mabel's very appreciative.
Hey guys, I've seem to have lost Francisco.
Oh dear.
Hmm?
He's right here.
No, I mean like Ginger has lost Francisco.
Oh,
We're
We started the kiss sheet. How did you lose your friend?
He's not here.
well, he couldn't have gotten very far.
I can't imagine so. No.
And Green Sky just kind of covers his face with his hand. That was not quite what I meant by that, but any idea where he may have wandered off to?
He likes libraries.
All right, I suppose I need to drop my new threads off to my trusty beetle, but I shall meet you guys there.
Rose is like, ooh, we should split up. You guys check the library. I'll check the candy store.
Yeah, he
Green Sky
definitely.
Eyes the girls, and then Taryn. Like complete side eye to the girls, and then looks at
Yeah,
Taryn.
realizing that Francisco is not here. Oh yeah, us ladies should go check out the candy shop.
you know, that does sound pretty good. Whisper, could you go ahead and lead the way, please? And Whisper takes off flying with Wisp and Ember close in tow.
And Green Sky just lets out a
Yeah.
very deep sigh. Is that if you need to keep hold of them, please, by all means, I will check the library myself.
Taryn thinks for a moment. He's like, no, I think they'll be okay. Like he like takes a deep breath just to kind of like release, just like, okay, they're gonna be okay.
Deep breathing. Good attempt to stave off that anxiety.
Indeed.
Amber's responsible, and I'm an adult.
That is not the answer he was looking for.
Meanwhile, Rose is like, woohoo, candy shop, woohoo!
Anyway, so I suppose the boys are off to go visit Bob real quick to drop off Green Sky's new threads and are into the little secret storage compartment, and then off to the library.
Oh boy, the library. Keenrain really has gone through so many voices.
He really has.
I noticed this again.
It's like I almost didn't realize who that was.
I'm just gonna edit this one here.
Should we put Sophia away for now?
Yeah, I was just naming the sheet itself. So we'll unlock that. We can put that one away unless someone else has need for her. And that's Rose. Maybell? Do we still need Maybell?
I think Maybell is good for the day unless we have reason to bring her back up.
Back here, yeah.
She was fun to play though.
King, Rose, Wisp, Whisper, Francisco. Okay, all the kith that are out are our personal kith. Character relevant kith. All right. So what else are we doing? Do we have anything else planned for the day? Anything cool you guys wanted to get up on or thought would be a nice thing to explore? Or did we want to skip some time ahead? What do we want to do?
We gotta find Francisco, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might be in the candy shop.
And then we need to explore the searching of the candy shop, which brings up we do need to bring out the candy shop owner here.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that was
Welvin.
That was Welvin here.
Yeah.
There we go.
It is Welvin and
Oh yeah, I need to add Sophia onto the notable kith.
yes. I'm just gonna take these tokens out.
Oh, I'm in here too. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, there was 3 of them in there? Jesus.
And just delete them.
You guys hear bag rustling? I'm sorry.
You're good. I didn't hear
You're
it.
fine. If anything, we're jealous because you get Starbucks. I had a McDonald's hot caramel macchiato though, and that's a pretty good drink.
Ooh.
McCafe is kind of slept on in my opinion. All right, so we have Welvin. Who wants to play Welvin?
I think you do a pretty good Welvin.
I can play Welvin. Bloop. Let me refresh myself here.
Spritz, spritz.
Yes, got it.
Clickling, clickling, clickling. Hello, Francisco, are you in here?
Candy
Says
shop.
Rose.
Candy shop.
Rose looks around, sees Francisco's not here, says, "Oh well, but since we're here, though."
I mean, we're already here.
Welvin has sort of eyed all of you walking in, is seeing Ginger for the first time.
Hello.
Welcome in. How may I be of service? He's like, currently, he's got a little rag and in his tail, and he's like cleaning some jars that he would later fill with candy.
Ginger's gonna look for some hard candy.
We have a selection of peppermints and other assorted hard candies. You could also just take some of the saltwater taffy and leave it out in the sun for a little bit. Does basically the same thing.
Some of these candies have steps to them.
Well, yeah, they're homemade. This is the special stuff.
Whoa.
Yes, all of them are made by yours truly.
You've been here before, Rose. What's your favorite?
Oh, well, I may have eaten more saltwater taffy than Taryn would have liked.
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna rat you out. Yeah, we're not gonna mention to Francisco that I was here.
Deal.
We got a fist bump.
She like jumps a little bit to reach your fist.
Ginger looks at you and winks. I didn't hear a thing.
Ember is just at the doorway.
Amber, do you want anything?
No, I'm actually pretty good.
Do you
Are
like
you sure?
lemon?
Lemon's actually pretty nice, yes.
Do you have lemon hard candies?
Lemon drops.
Lemon drops.
Yes, we do in fact have some lemon drops. Let me go ahead and get those for you. Will it be just one piece? Are you looking for a little bag to go?
Oh, bag.
Yes, agreed.
Okay. And takes a little baggie, props it open. Has got surprising dexterity with the tip of his tail. And he's managing to do all of this seamlessly. Very practiced movements.
Ooh.
Pours some candy into the thing, exactly 5 pieces. Puts the jar back on the shelf. Seals
Ginger
it
is
back up.
mesmerized.
Here you go. 5 pieces of candy.
She immediately plops one in her mouth. Here you go, Rose. Give one to
Thank you.
Ember. You're welcome.
Oh, well, thank you.
Is
Rose,
your,
Yum, yum, yum.
she like makes like the sour face. She's like, ooh.
The good stuff.
I believe you guys were looking for a Francisco?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you seen him?
What does he look like?
He's a turtle. A little
Oh.
pencil-thin mustache. Very quiet.
No. The description doesn't match. Not one with a pencil-thin mustache, at least. And not a turtle in quite a while. I'll keep an eye out, though, and let him know that you came by if he comes by the shop.
You don't need to do that.
It would be no effort. I'm already here manning my desk all the time. I can do what I can to help.
Okay, thanks.
You're so nice, Mr. Welvin.
Oh, well, thank you. We try to keep things proper here. We're not going to let any new energy cause chaos throughout the town. We like to keep things proper, do things as they're meant to be done, and we can still have a little fun, but there's a limit to it, you know?
Ginger
Everything good
feels
in
a little pointed
moderation.
out.
Rose doesn't understand. It's like, okay.
Okay, I start to pull Rose back a little bit. We'll keep that in mind, Mr. Welvin.
Certainly. He goes back to cleaning the jar that he was working on before.
When we leave, Ginger's gonna look at Rose, and she thinks she's whispering, but it's a little loud. That man's gonna rat me out.
Like, I don't know. I mean, it didn't seem like he wanted to get you in trouble or anything.
Oh, Rose, his words were sweetened by candy.
I don't know what you mean.
All
What's
right.
happening on the other side of things?
So I guess while we were doing that scene, we will have already gotten to Bob and deposited Green Sky's new clothes. Yeah.
Yes. They are securely folded, relatively neatly, and stashed in the back of that secret compartment there where he had the spices before, and they're making their way up to the library.
No trouble finding the library. You guys have been here long enough, and we know that Keen Rain would like to go on a trip to the library whenever he gets the opportunity.
I imagine he's like trying to contain his excitement, like tail wagging, but like like just a little bit.
It's like trying a little bit too hard to look stoic.
It's like, oh, I mean, it's nice that we're going to the library.
I mean, if it's on the way.
If it's on the way.
Being excited about one's studies is nothing to be shy about, young one.
And put Welvin up.
Do we have a librarian?
We've never gone to the library.
You're right, we haven't.
If one of you guys would like to make a librarian, Kith, we can do that. Or you can just have it be a sort of generic NPC if there's other stuff that we're wanting to cover. It's up to you guys.
Like a part of me kind of wants to play around with a librarian, but also like how much time are we gonna spend in this place?
Yeah, that's the main thing. Like, I would imagine this is a quick in, and like, have you seen this person? And then maybe points in a different direction, kind of thing. Like, oh, I saw him go that way.
I think we're staying in this town until the end of season party thing, and then moving on.
Yeah,
that's what we said was the goal.
And that means that the more Kith that we make, the more of them can make appearances at said festival.
This is true.
All right, so who would like to steer us off making another Kith? So I believe Ross was the head honcho with Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like you guys to all have experience just popping up and making some Kith. But it's fun to make them together, too. Like how we created Silver Spring together. It really is a part of the game.
I'm imagining one of those lizards where their neck fans flap out.
Oh, gods.
So every time someone's a little bit too loud, he like flutters.
He hisses instead of shushes.
Yeah.
It's like
one of the frilled lizards, I do believe, what are they called?
Yep, a frilled lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Which would line up with the rest of the town being mostly snakes and reptiles and such.
There you go, Squiz.
Oh no. Okay.
You got this, I believe.
Thanks.
I'll go ahead and lock it for you so that you won't accidentally pick it up. And you just click into the fields. So the name, pronouns, form are up above.
And we can wait to name them until the end.
Librarian. New from Apple.
The librarian.
They will greet you when you enter the library.
I was thinking portable encyclopedia.
Let's see. I'm guessing
that makes a lot more sense.
Or an ebook reader.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Patent pending. Apple, don't take that.
Patent pending.
There we go. Make him a dude. E. Okay.
Pronouns
So-
are he.
So I imagine this one will be a little bit more ornery.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Little stuck up or nose in the
pull
air
up my
type.
PDF here.
Mm-hmm.
We're thinking intellectual traits.
An intellectual trait. Is there an antisocial social trait?
No.
What do you think?
But I
this
wish
game
there
is?
was. I do wish there was.
So we could do we could do either learning or cunning, I'm thinking would fit him.
I think learned probably the better option there.
Yeah.
So learned. A learned kith has spent plenty of time with text and traditional learning. They are often professors, librarians, and apothecaries, among others.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
We've got.
Ooh, here we go. Pensive. A pensive
Ooh.
kith has a lot of heavy things on their mind. They are often printers, vinters, and bell ringers, among others.
That's a good combination.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
So I'll write in learned and pensive. As far as things they can do, so for learned, we have reference a text no one else here has read, know something useful that applies to the situation, or ask, do you want my advice?
I think definitely the first one or the last one.
I like the first one.
I like the first one a lot.
Yeah.
I'll be quoting Hamlet, and everyone's like, "What is that?"
100%.
Hamlet.
Which
So
would
do
be
we
a lot
want to
funnier
add
if it was a
another one?
pig.
Not me immediately being like kobold omelet. Do we want to add know something useful that applies to the situation, or ask, do you want my advice, or do we just want to look at what's pensive?
I also kind of like, do you want my advice? Because that kind of makes him nosy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either nosy or the know-it-all kind of thing.
Yeah.
Actually.
The actually.
Yes, 100%.
The pensive is pretty funny though. One of them is stare off into the distance mournfully.
When
The
I
very
hear that
first
in
one is
reference to a
rain on someone's
library,
parade.
when I hear stare off into the distance mournfully from a librarian, it has all the energy of, I went to school for this.
Yeah.
This is what my
And
degree was for.
Rain on someone's parade.
I feel like in some part of the conversation, he cannot help but bring up his education.
Did you know I have a master's?
So which one are we thinking? We could do one. We could do both. They could just have 4 traits. We have other kith like that.
I like the stare off into the distance.
I like that one a lot too.
So we'll definitely add that one.
And I think that's good. I think he's set.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Nice. For key relationships, no one right now. Their details, librarian. I'm going to... So, what are we thinking as a name for this fellow? This frilled lizard that is learned, but pensive, kind of ornery.
Papa Limo.
Papa Limo. I love it and hate it at the exact same time.
There's also like Edgar.
Ooh.
Edgar. Oh, I
Okay.
like Edgar.
All right, I think
Yeah.
Edgar is an instant win.
Yeah.
Edgar Allan Papalimo.
Oh.
See, you say that, but we've had another kith. Who was it? It was
Frankson.
Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Nice. All right. I will go ahead and name this one. Nice. So that sheet is done.
Oh, I just noticed Editor Worm said I love you back. Aw.
It took you this long to notice it.
I'm so sorry.
Sad face.
Editor worm.
Unlock. All right. Who wants to play Edgar?
Okay, let's.
I will leave it in the middle. Whoever wants to grab it.
Okay, so who's in this scene? We have Green Sky, Taryn,
Green Sky, and
Keen Rain.
Keen Rain, yeah.
And possibly Francisco? Question mark?
That's right, possibly. I guess that's up to you. Is Francisco here?
It's up to anyone.
Or had he like just left this location?
We'll have to ask the person.
That's
Unless
true.
you just go in and walk around.
Slowly takes it.
So, feeling like brand new lease on his career, Green Sky will be in a bit of a strut at this point. He'll
Feeling
walk in.
fresh and fashionista.
Yes.
Taryn notices and he like gives him a little smirk.
Walk in and take a look around just to gather where some of the aisles are, what categories, kind of point out a couple to Keen. And
so it's probably a pretty small library. Think like, again, like Beauty and the Beast, the library that she goes to is basically about the size of a house, and it has like maybe 5 shelves and then wall space. Maybe one person here.
Right.
There goes the baker with his tray, like always. The same old bread and rolls to sell.
Bread.
Love it.
Love bread.
Bread.
And kind of pointing out a couple of titles on the closer shelves that would do for some fine research, but then going up to the desk. Pardon me, we're looking for a friend of ours, well, a friend of a friend, and a turtle with a very pencil-thin mustache. Have you seen them around?
A turtle, you're saying?
Yes, a turtle.
Let's see, I'm pretty sure that he was coming through here. He said he wanted to read some books. I tried to direct him to the right spot. Let's go back to the back corner. Hold on.
He gets up, starts walking through some of the aisles, just expecting you to follow.
Okay. Just follows.
Darren kind of just gives a shrug. Like, oh.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of turtles around this part, so he kind of stood out. I wasn't really watching the door, though, so it's possible he left.
Okay. So you directed him back here, and then...
So what kind of books would Francisco have wanted to read?
He is very proud of his facial hair. So if there was anything that was like how to do, but he is also interested in like local history, like as a hobby. So if there was anything like local, something that you wouldn't find any other place, he would be into that.
So yeah, he wanted to hear about some facial hair and then possible local history, and I told him that we have a book that'll fit exactly his needs. It's about the Goatee War of '93. They had a war on what was appropriate facial hair at the time. Some people were like, you can have a goatee with just the mustache. Other people were like, you gotta have the mustache and the beard.
And he's kind of rattling on and on like this, giving little tidbits of information, and he doesn't stop.
I imagine Keen Rain has peeled off and has his nose in like a travel journal.
Oh, 100%.
So anyway, they ended up winning the war, so you can actually wear your facial hair however you want. But many faces were shaven during that time. It was a very dark point in our history. We don't like to look back at it too much. A lot of us we just don't keep our facial hair. It's easier that way than having to say, why'd you pick a side? I didn't want to pick a side, so I just kept on working my little library, and I'm not going to get any facial hair. It's not like I grow it very well anyway.
Darren thinks to himself, I didn't know that lizards could grow hair.
Francisco is very proud of his facial hair.
It's almost like there's a reason. Tis rare.
Yes, I would be rather. What's the word I'm looking for here? Jesus. It would behoove him definitely to study up on techniques of the past, being as he's one of the few that I've seen have such adornments on the face.
Yeah, like I said, I was able to pretty easily spot him.
So you said you didn't have eyes on the door when you heard his departure?
He might have left, is what I'm saying, but we should see him here, turning the corner.
And he turns the final corner, and at the end, knows buried in a book is Francisco, who has not yet left because the history of the Goatee War is a long book.
Ah, my good man.
Kind of looks up at you. Hello.
I'm adding. Now. This is a sad time.
Wait, no, what'd you do?
What? Who? Huh?
Wait, can I?
Ah,
Oh. The table, it's gone. Oh, there it is.
Oh gods.
There we go. I accidentally erased all of our information about our place.
Oh jeez.
Because when you click in the field, it highlights the whole thing.
Oh.
No, not the bog smell.
Did you know that the definition of goatee changed 5 times in 1 year?
That sounds confusing.
Blood was spilled. It was very serious. He kinda,
Yeah,
like,
the shaving
touches
happened
his
so
own
quickly.
mustache.
The shaving happened so quickly, a lot of barbers didn't have time to, use the leather and sharpen their blades. So there was a lot of, they weren't using the best equipment, let me tell you that.
Truly a shame.
So you're
Okay.
saying someone could have easily turned it into, well, I'm not gonna go there.
What?
He looks at
Just-
you.
Thoughts of, thoughts of a demon barber run through his head.
Well, gosh, I sure hope nobody was eating anybody else.
Oh. I
No,
don't
it didn't get
remember
that
it saying
extreme.
anything about cannibalism in here. But I'm not quite to the end, so there's hope still.
Now, if you want interesting reading, we can go over the swamp gas incident.
Oh, tell me more.
Yeah, so it's some mysterious gas blowed in from the mirrors up above from the salt lakes. and it mixed with the swamp gas, and it just made they were losing hours of time at a time, and lucid dreaming, and a bit of, just to say, some people bit some other people. It was crazy.
Oh.
We had to, if the stories are to be believed, we had to apparently make a deal with a local witch to get things fixed out. But I mean, the witch isn't real. It couldn't be.
Oh. No. I'm sure the witch is a wonderful fellow.
Well, he did help us out if they're the real.
Taryn gets distracted, and he kind of like looks at the shelf and notices a novel titled "The First of Them," and just kind of picks it up and starts leafing through it.
By this point, Edgar has actually taken a step back, realizing that he has rejoined you to your companion, and he's kind of just standing there.
Well, we came to find you on the request of your friend, Ginger. We were
I
all
see. She's not here.
We were all at the Maybell's place, and they proclaimed that they had lost you.
She knows where I go. She's probably getting into trouble.
The girls had branched off and gone to the candy shop.
Oh, dear. She's going to be awake till 2 a.m.
In the back, you can kind of...
You want my advice?
Came like this nasally voice from behind, who's still hanging around nearby.
Go ahead.
You just go ahead, you get some chamomile tea. That's a great start. And we have a sweetener that you can use. It's derived from honey from a local bee farmer with a significant decrease in sugar. It's more of a complex carb. They do something weird with it. But that'll help them go to sleep without hyping them up.
I'm going to tell her it's a latte. Maybe she'll drink it.
Well,
Taryn hears that and then quickly like closes the book, puts it back, and is like, excuse me, you wouldn't happen to have any literature about overcoming anxiety, do you?
Our self-help books are here at the front. Hold on, let me get you over there.
And he starts walking back to the front.
He's like, oh, okay. It's marching behind him.
So you come to this big shelf. He's like,
so over here, we've got some self-help books. Some of these are for meditations that you can do. There's some mantras over there. There's a collection of teas and spices that can help. Some medicinal blends are right here. Over here is a little puzzle box that actually is supposed to go over there. Let me grab that. That's supposed to go over there. That's not going to help with your anxiety. This is another puzzle box, though, that will help with your anxiety. Maybe if, tactile things help.
Kinran would love that, I feel like. Is that his name?
Yeah, Keenrain.
Keenrain does kind of perk up. Puzzle? Someone say puzzle?
Yeah, it's supposed to be really popular. I solved it some 7 times and got bored with it. I must have left it here.
I did it many times. Francisco's gonna put his book up and then kind of look around for any books on moths.
Taryn is staring at that shelf, just kind of like at a loss, having no idea where to even begin.
Keen Rain kind of walks over, puts a hand on his friend's shoulder. It's okay. Just take it one at a time.
Yeah, right. And he takes one for meditation.
That's a nice pick.
And then once he's got a book, walks back over to what Keen Rain is looking at as far as the book, and kind of points out, "Oh yes, this is excellent advice here."
Edgar goes back to the front desk, awaiting for whatever you guys are planning to get, and you see him mix up the puzzle and start solving it again.
I think I get what this is saying. I think I'll go with this.
Ah, yeah, you're gonna make yourself a nice yogi.
Oh, what?
You're gonna become a yogi. A master of yoga. You know, a yogi bear.
Oh.
Knew it. I was waiting on it.
Hey, boo boo.
Hey, boo boo.
Hey, boo boo.
We're going to get ourselves some picnic biscuits.
Man, it's been a while since I've stolen some. I should go. I should get back to that.
It took us this long to make a yogi joke.
Hey, we had to find the opportune moment. You can't just make those things.
Could just throw them out there willy-nilly.
This joke made itself, and that's what makes it special. Because he happened to pick up a yoga book.
This joke was brought to you by the letter Y.
Why are we doing this to ourselves?
All right, so you guys have your books. You guys gonna keep perusing? What's the plan here? Give my voice a little bit of a break.
Yeah, that sounded like a tough voice.
It's intense, but I can do it.
I think now that we've kind of all like gotten our collective stuff together and we found Francisco, I think we should be meeting back up with the girls, right?
Indeed, yes.
Francisco picked up a book on moths.
Very nice. Just make a note, I guess, somewhere of these books, just in case it comes up later. But yeah, it's not so much a nasally ham. I'm trying to keep my voice high, but make it nasally. I'm going more for that. Who was it? I can't quite raise my voice. I can't make it high pitched enough, but it's supposed to sound more like Steve Urkel.
Did I do that?
Yeah, that. Yeah, no. Do you hear this voice? It goes low. It does not go high.
I don't think anyone has ever complained about listening to a deep voice.
Got it. So, books.
Books.
All right, is that gonna be it for you guys?
Yes, my good sir. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, not a problem.
He goes and he writes down essentially a receipt of which books were sold for his own record. You guys exchange funds, and he continues to stand behind his position at the desk, waiting for you guys to leave. before blankly staring off into the distance, realizing he still has 6 hours of his shift and another soul may not turn up.
I was supposed to be a professor. Sorry, a professor.
Yes, he would have the elongated S's there.
Francisco's gonna look at Taryn. I saw your book that you got. Are you interested in meditation?
I'm just sort of experimenting with different things to help me overcome my anxiety. Just 'cause-
Oh. Go ahead.
My recent affliction makes it
I'm
kind of
allergic to pain.
makes it kind of embarrassing, you know.
Oh, I understand. I tend to meditate in the mornings. Ginger refuses. If you want, we could meditate together.
You know what? I think I'd like that. I don't know if I could keep this up if I was doing it by myself.
We could get some tea. Just have a good, calm time before Ginger wakes up and screams.
Is that how she wakes up every morning?
She doesn't realize it. It's not really her fault.
It's over here making heart shapes with your cursor.
Damn.
Aw.
Francisco.
Remind me to ask how you two ended up traveling together sometime.
Oh, it was. She gets these ideas, and the others at work, they don't really think that she'll, not that she can't do it, but we can ask her to do one thing and she might do 20 half things. So they sent me along to keep her on track.
For reference, you guys having all this conversation at like the door to leave the shop, or have you guys gone on your way somewhere?
Oh, I was imagining we were like walking and talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes Francisco a little while to get anywhere.
Let alone say anything.
So what's happening with the girls then?
Well,
What have they gone up to?
Since they're leaving the candy shop, I'm thinking, like they'd probably be like wanting to like meet up with us somewhere, right?
Right.
Ginger's like, you think we should go to the library?
I mean, I guess we should go find them, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least there's something I can find at the library then. Other people.
What do you get at the library, Amber?
Nothing. We're going there to find people this time. Normally I wouldn't go to a library.
I also have a hard time in libraries. I don't know how loud I am. Until I realized that I've been once again kicked out of a library.
You know what? It would be awesome if someone invented a like language that you could write that was for blind people, so that everybody can read books. I don't know. Maybe you could like touch it.
it's hard finding that in some libraries. It's not quite as far spread, but if I'm really interested, I can usually find someone that'll convert a book for me.
Wait, really?
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, I usually get them done on one-off occasions if someone tells me a book is particularly good. I find it's a lot easier, though, if I have just got someone there to read a book to me. But I don't want to inconvenience other people too much.
What kind of books do you like, Ember?
Me?
Well, I guess what kind of stories?
Like stories where people find each other. Very nice.
Ginger's like bouncing up and down in anticipation.
Like romance novel?
Sure, your romance novel, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's very sweet. Taryn says I can't read those yet, though.
Well, they have ones for like teens, don't they?
I mean, there's definitely like a young adult genre. Like, I don't know. I could you call the Hunger Games that?
I think we have to. I mean, I was gonna say we should go off of what older books used to read to kids, and the first thing that came to mind was the Brothers Grimm. So,
Yeah.
That is definitely not the same.
But relative to our settings, that is the closest example of I'm gonna read this story to my kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Taryn already told me I'm not allowed to tell you those stories.
Wait, what?
What?
It's okay. I know. Here's what I'll do. I'll read the stories and then I'll id them.
Now we can work out something once we get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Giraffes and their like stupidly long tongues.
Lemon.
If you wanted to fix your hair, you could do it with your tongue.
Like a fucking slick back. Give myself an afro.
The unfortunate fact of you might have to if your hands can't reach the top of your own head.
Oh no.
Well, see, Francisco usually does it up for me.
That checks out.
With a ladder?
No,
While
I
she's
just
laying
lay up.
down.
I just flop.
So, does our two groups cross paths? Do they miss each other? What do we think?
I think they meet up. And they do like the Spider-Man pointing meme.
Yes. Definitely.
Hey,
So
my
Francisco
buddy, my best friend.
sees Ginger gobbling on a lemon drop.
Hey, do you want one? No.
Just no.
So simple. We do not need Edgar. Put him away.
Let him quaff the raven.
Taryn, Green Sky, Kenrin, we got lemon drops.
I guess lemon drops aren't so bad.
Yeah, they're healthy. There's fruit.
Taryn like raises an eyebrow.
Francisco sighs.
What time is it about? Do you guys think?
I would think it's probably close to either like lunch or dinner time.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
It's
evening,
probably
maybe
evening, late evening.
Yeah, we're like seeing the twilight, maybe.
It's starting to get dark out because it gets darker earlier because we're at that part of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's starting to get dark out. Sun will be down soon.
Well, I think it's about time that we start thinking about food.
Yes.
Indeed, I would have to agree.
What about
It
that place
says
you've
the
been working
crocodile
at,
whose
Taryn?
stomach rumbles as he speaks.
That's right. Actually, that's a great idea because tonight I heard that they hired some live music.
Oh, I love music.
Oh. I'm sure that'll be fun.
Yeah, let's go ahead and head on over.
Sounds like a plan to me. Whisper and Wisp somewhere are traveling along.
Ginger's in the back. She's looking a little forlorn.
Forlorn.
Oh no!
Why forlorn?
She got
Music's
called out.
music's cool.
Oh no! The other side.
Aw.
No, it's
The
okay.
struggle.
I mean, I remember what music sounds like. I'll think of my favorite, and they always play my favorite music.
I mean, you can enjoy the drum beats. It'll get real bassy, I promise.
She goes to raves because it's the only thing she can hear.
We'll ask them
feels
to
it.
play Skrillex or dubstep.
Oh,
All right, so we're gonna go. get
Francisco
some food.
kind of looks up at her and is like, maybe they'll be dancing. And Ginger gets really excited.
And the food's really good too, I hear.
Oh, it sure is. I see to that myself.
Ooh.
Well, this sounds like a right party.
Party, party, food time.
Rose hears you say that, and she's like, "Party, party, food time.
Party, party, food time.
Party, party, food time."
Ember can't help but chuckle.
Ginger kind of takes Rose's hands and give her a spin.
Yeah, woo!
Ah, youth. Ember says kind of under her breath. So we
Taryn,
make it over.
Taryn hears Ember say that and is like, I don't think we're that much far gone.
Green Sky a little lost for the conversation. Continues walking along with them.
Which outfit are you wearing?
He has the overcoat on at the moment.
The
You have a
overcoat
white
over
or
the
red
light?
shirt?
The white shirt.
Nice.
I like the idea of just like pulling out a blackboard out of nowhere to explain things.
It feels
Yeah.
very you know what did that a lot was Soul Eater.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a cutaway.
They gave their expositions little cutaways with in-character explanations.
Completely breaking the fourth wall for the moment.
Completely.
There's a guy on TikTok that likes to do like math things. Like he gets really excited about math, but he looks like a crazy person that like lives in the woods. So he'll go over to explain like a math problem on his like blackboard, and he'll like knock over 5 things on the counter, and he's like, "Look at it, math is magic."
Let's see here.
forget. Who was the... Did we...
Clarence, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the little gator.
Oh no, he's the boatman. Paul was the boatman. Clarence was the guy that brought you into town. He's the dock worker.
Was it
Sophia,
Frankson then?
maybe. Was it Franks?
Which Paul Boatman? Editor Worm. Who would break the fourth wall? Why does
of
Editor
us?
Worm fit?
Well, into the story, or
No, like Editor Worm just kind of like looks good there.
it does just kind of look good there.
It matches our general aesthetic. It's the watercolors.
You're
Yeah.
right. It really does.
Even the colors on his shirt, like with the green on the background, he looks good there.
I'm just doing something real quick. All right.
Side note: I'm sad. No one got my The Last of Us joke.
Mhm.
All right, so we got Paul is the Firebelly Newt, the retired boatman. I'm going to update key relationships to the details. He is a retired boatman and Swamp Witch.
Oh, you just have them all out.
Yes, because I want to also
Guys,
do this.
Stop it! You're making me blush, little worm, blushing worm.
I want to do this so that if you guys are hovering over that sheet and you stay hovered over it, it'll say what he is.
The fourth wall is not safe near permafrostbite. Everybody watch out.
I got attacked by a wall when we were making the room in the basement for Atlas and them.
Oh no.
Coffee shop owner.
Is Editor Worm related to the trolley worms?
Probably.
That's what I was thinking was the trolley worms.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
We have the librarian, Edgar Allan Popolimo.
Edgar Allan Popey Popey Popo Peepo.
Clarence is the boatman and dock worker. Maybell. Textile business owner.
Born from the dreams of bird vegans.
Oh goodness.
What? Wow. Okay then.
Bird vegans.
There we go. We have Sophia. The fashionista. Are we missing somebody? Cisco,
I'm not holding on to
Kieran,
anything.
Bob.
I have Francisco. But
Because I feel like I could have sworn there was a kiss sheet for the guy who ran this place, but that's fine. We can continue without him needing one, really.
Yeah, you know what? We probably didn't make him one. We were just like, okay, he's here.
He's here.
Mm.
I added notes to them so that if you right click and search through this and you hover over it, it'll actually like give you the note. See what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So we can add those to future Kith so that if they're inside of the scroll for this location, we can get their description without having to take them out and read it.
Makes sense.
Editor Worm has no flavor because Editor Worm is not edible. Editor Worm also only speaks in the third person because Editor Worm is the editor and edits all edits to be third person. All right. Do we want to take a small break for snacks and then we'll reconvene after we've all arrived to grab some food in game?
Ooh, actually, that sounds lovely.
That sounds like an amazing. Yes.
Cool.
Mhm.
Can we go ahead? Do we have a BRB screen?
Okay, how about 5-1?
5-1 is adventurous.
There you go. That works.
Okay, yeah, adventurous fits. Let's see.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, what would the traits be?
We're saying that they are adventurous.
Ooh, I like.
So
what kind of stuff do they write in the paper? Maybe that'll inspire something too.
Investigative journalism.
Ooh.
Life outside of the swamp.
He's a travel journalist. He only comes into town sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh. So would inquisitive be good?
I like inquisitive.
Yeah.
And I like inquisitive and adventurous. Is that one as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let me pull out Edgar here.
Oop.
Let me pull up my PDF. So adventurous. There's also ambitious, but let's see. Adventurous is under what?
Physical traits.
There we go. An adventurous Kith always wants to be getting tangled up in something new. They are often aeronauts, sailors, and itinerants, among others. They can declare what they're going to do next, charge headfirst into trouble, or have circumstances improbably work out for them.
I like the last one.
I also
Yeah.
like the last one.
Indeed.
I'll grab that one and put that here.
You know what? Yeah, you do that.
I'm just copy and pasting, bruv. Let's
Mhm.
see. What else was it? It was that one and what were we thinking for the other trait? Inquisitive, right?
Inquisitive.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Inquisitive,
That one's on
definitely.
118.
So take calculated risk, explain how you're the only person who can handle this, or ask, how would you make things better? I like the
Yeah.
last one
First one.
and the
I
first
think.
one.
Yeah.
Wait, which one are we reading?
Oh, that's ambitious. Hold on. Inquisitive,
Yeah,
the last one. I
was
started it right at the
wondering.
top. Focus on an irrelevant detail, hold something up to the light, or ask, what's this? Inquisitive is also what Keen Rain is.
Yes.
I think definitely ask, what's this? Because he's an
mhm.
investigative journalist.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll add that. Oh, thank you. So we'll do that. And I also like focus on an irrelevant detail because I feel like it's a perfect counterplay to Edgar's ramblings.
Yes.
Oh, I think I moved that. I'm sorry.
Hot chocolate.
Dang, you know what I should do? I should add some booze.
Has some what?
What? But that's what makes it fun.
I thought Atlas just said instead of breaking and entering, breaking and DMing.
Drinking and DMing.
Well, I guess it's better than driving.
So let me real quick copy. Oh, it's already in here. Right. Nice. And you know what? I'm going to make the executive decision here.
So, since he's the editor of a paper, is there any? Are there any masked vigilantes that they're constantly asking pictures for?
Oh God.
Yes. The ghost who cannot be named is apparently a do-gooder of the town.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he has been feverishly looking for more information about this so-called ghost, as they like to go by.
I like this.
Yes. Yes. Perfect tie-in.
Okay, so we're gonna add that to details. They're an editor for the paper, and they're
Not gonna lie to you,
This started as a pictures for Spider-Man joke, but I like where it went.
ghost. The masked vigilante of Silver Spring. And the ghost whose name cannot be said is a story because nobody knows who his real name is or their real name is.
It's just some frog dude.
Frog dude in a sheet.
Yes.
Hold on, let's see. Because that's here it is. The ghost whose name cannot be spoken from the mirror nature. Boom. I love it. And I like to imagine that as we're headed to this nice musical event, Worm and Edgar are there because Worm came into town and there happened to be a special event nearby, so they're going on a little date night, also going there.
Aww.
Aww,
Gay.
I love it.
Anyway, Editor Worm, welcome to the game.
Editor Worm.
Yay,
Your
editor.
your real
Worm.
now.
Yep.
So they will be present.
I imagine he at least definitely wears that hat.
Oh, definitely. It's a reporter hat. He's got
Yeah.
he's got his most recent train passes stuck in the brim.
Yes.
Mhm. Like a pencil and a pad of paper.
Pencil and
Little
pad of
bitty one.
paper. He keeps the pencil and the pad of paper is the pad of paper is like imagine the notebook from Blue's Clues where it's like top spiral bound.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a pencil slid through it with a little clip, and he wears the whole thing kind of around his neck where it's got like special grippies. So it's almost like a tie.
I see it.
That's a terrifying thought, Permafrost. Anyway,
That is definitely terrifying.
No, I think if you cut off Editor Worm's head, you just have 5 orphan worms.
Yes.
No.
or
Your guys is
he
giving me a
does.
weird
There
look.
is 2 of them, and they've got 2 dads now.
Yeah. The
And
good
one
ending.
of them's rich.
Oh gods.
Cool. So they're nearby. We have arrived at the restaurant. What kind of music are they playing? What kind of musical venue are we looking at for the evening?
I'm kind of thinking like sort of like a bluegrass vibe.
Ooh.
Like
Let's-
I'm thinking we've got strings, we've got brass, and like lots of drum.
I like to imagine that they've got at least one or two instruments that are just common household stuff. So they've got one person playing the washboard,
Mm-hmm.
Like it.
There's
And at
someone
least-
with a jug.
Yep, there's a jug there. It is both a percussion and a woodwind instrument.
The trusty harmonica.
Trusty harmonica. Gotta have a harmonica. So we're vibing to some bluegrass.
Some bluegrass. Yeah.
Hey Ember,
Yes.
can you describe the music that's being played? What's the beat? Are we fast?
The Ember just starts beatboxing.
So Ember's gonna take your hand, and she's looking like in your general direction. She's looking at where the sound of your voice would go.
Mhm.
So any words that are being spoken, she's gonna like sing along to them, like mouthing out the words. And she's gonna tap your hand with her hand. Like she's holding your hand in her hand, and then her other hand is on the back of your hand and just tapping out the beat and like the tempo and any melody. And she's like almost like a like Morse code if you converted the song into Morse code,
Yeah.
but trying to
Ginger.
relive the experience with all that same energy.
Ginger starts bopping a little bit. Once she kind of gets the vibe for how the music is, she kind of grabs onto Ember's hands and is like, nothing's around us. Nothing's that close. I'll keep you short. Let's do a little dance.
Aww.
She's terrified, but goes along with it.
We are actually about the same height, so she shouldn't have to compensate too bad.
She's not worried about your height. She's worried about her height hitting things.
Same height, Ember. I'll let you know if I hit something.
Oh gods.
Okay. And they start dancing. The crowd is like, whoa! The chef from earlier has already taken at least drink orders. Any semblance of food will be taken care of.
Yeah, they are definitely the tallest two for miles around, so
Well, I guess it means they're not hard to pick out of a crowd.
I think we're the most standout in this entire crowd.
I would imagine so, yeah.
I am an Olm. Tall and lanky.
I'm a giraffe.
I'm a giraffe.
I'm
Like
a
a
giraffe.
like a rigoraph, yes.
Giraffe.
If you cut my head off, I'll be really sad. Oh, editor worm.
Aw.
Bloodworms have iron teeth. Very nice evening. Let me check something real quick.
I'm imagining somewhere across the way, Worm and now I have to cheat. Edgar. They're sitting at their own table, and Edgar is listening intently while Well, Worm like talks about the new scoop he's following. It's kind of
Absolutely love it.
rambling.
It's this alternating between each of them just being super enthusiastic about what it is that they want to tell the other person, but they've gotten this good rhythm going where they kind of take turns with it.
Yeah, almost like they're having like two separate conversations, but they're still the same conversation.
Mhm.
Precisely.
Oh, do we need? We should describe Worm to Atlas.
Oh, that's right. We weren't.
Yes.
So,
since most of that was during the beer back screen. Yeah.
So Atlas,
What?
There's a what in chat.
so
Yes, this time you did hear your name.
we were inspired by Editor Worm. So we have made Worm YURM, or sorry, WYRM. He's a scaleless snake, and he's an editor for the local paper, seeking out the identity of Ghost, the masked vigilante of Silver Spring. He's got an adventurous spirit. He's Edgar's partner from earlier, and he can do some cool stuff. So yeah, we made a whole character because of the inspiration from Editor Worm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, does that need changed?
Which one?
That Moobot.
Possibly. We can ask them to.
Editor
Anyway.
Worm, for the sake of the story, in the story, is a snake.
They are a snake,
Yes.
but their name is Worm, as though a dragon.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're great. They're staying. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
They are cute.
100%.
Much agreed.
All right. Now, who do we have here to mess with?
I'm glad we could clear that up for you. Ah, yes. Everything makes sense now.
It was a snake all along.
The snake.
Snake. Badger,
Dun,
badger,
dun,
badger,
dun,
badger.
dun.
Whoa.
What it-
Aaron,
Yes, sir.
Whisper rolls up over to you. Gently
Oh.
grabs your hands with its antennas.
Huh?
Yeah.
Starts pulling you a little bit. It's like walking across the table. And puts your hand on Rose's hand.
Ooh. What's up?
Whisper kind of like in place spreads its legs every now and then, like it's doing a little dance. And then it flies off towards the dance floor, where it rests on Ember's enormous hat.
You know, that looks like a lot of fun. Why don't we go? Oh,
This is a Whisper providing a bridge from one life to another.
I don't know. Your parents always told me I had 2 left feet. Oh, come on. We never get to do stuff like this. Okay. And they get up and Rose just kind of like hops over, like takes both of his hands and like leads them in.
Yay! Whisper is like flying little circles, dives, and weaves around you two as he dances along.
Aww.
Taryn's doing that kind of dance where like he doesn't know what to do, so he's just kind of making movements to make Rose laugh.
That's very dad. I love that.
It's super
Yes.
cute. And as the evening progresses and the dancing becomes even more, there's a sudden flurry of light as Wisp randomly becomes a bonfire that emits no heat in the center of the dancing, giving the place a very, I want to say tribal, but not in that sense, but a very energetic feel.
Very active.
Very active. It's kind of pulling everyone in. They all want to join.
Kind of pagan.
Just a little bit.
Once more people come in, I'll help Ember kind of out of the way because I'm sure she wouldn't want to be in the middle of all that.
At some point, she started holding her tail up so that it didn't accidentally get stepped on. Since her tail is almost as long as she is tall.
We need to get her like a tail clip. Like just to keep it like onto her belt.
She's like the epitome of a snake with arms and legs.
Oh.
If you've ever looked up a picture of an Olm before, you'll know what I mean.
Ginger is she's gonna keep trying to dance. She's always just a little bit off. She just kind of looks at everyone else for their movements, and every once in a while she looks over at Francisco, who is like orchestrating with like his finger, like trying to give her a beat.
As the song progresses, it eventually hits one of those songs where like people sort of line up and you find yourself pulled into one of the two lines of people that have formed up. Everyone is clapping to keep beat, and the two people at one end of the line will do a dance down the center of the line and then line back up at the end, and it kind of rotates like this, if that makes sense.
Rose is visibly excited, and Taryn is doing his best to like keep his cool. He's like, "Oh, okay, whoa."
Based on the count, it does look like you and Rose will end up dancing together.
Is Green Sky and shoot, I keep forgetting his name. Starts with a K. Keen Rain. Are you guys in it?
They are just enjoying drinks at the table and cheering everyone on from the sidelines here.
I
Ginger
imagine
kind of looks at him like, you don't want to show off your cool new outfit?
The table does need watched, so enjoy.
I imagine
After-
both Worm and Edgar having noticed what's going on. Worm wants to go dance, but Edgar is like, no. So it's like from like a faraway glance, you can just kind of see like Worm like kind of tugging on Edgar's sleeve, just like, come on.
Aww.
Worm has placed a good portion of his body over Edgar's shoulders and is kind of like pulling him towards the stage with his superior strength. Is like, come on, you know you want to.
Worm is literally all muscle.
Literally.
It's okay. Here, I'll take it.
Yeah. So after they like reach the lines, Worm lets go of Edgar so that they'll stand across from each other. And Everyone sort of is continuing down the line. Who happens to get paired up with Ginger?
I'll say Rose gets paired up with Ginger. I think that'd be cute.
Ooh, as they get closer up, Ginger's like hopping up and down, like super excited.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be Rose and Taryn, but a person dipped out of the line last second. So Rose had to jump ahead of time, but seeing that it's Ginger, she's like super excited.
Like, hey! And so like, even though like your arms are so much higher up than she is, she like jumps up to like grab on.
I kind of grab her by her arms, like her wrists, so it doesn't really hurt her. Kind of like swing her as we go across.
Woo!
The people cheer and there's much clapping. That's the spirit, a person calls out. I think that Taryn finds himself across from someone else who was reluctantly placed in line. And the two of them now look at each other. What do you do?
Oh, it's a dad off.
The dad off. Taryn just kind of like cracks a smirk and then like puts like his hand out. It's like, all right, come on. We're all having fun.
I've got Rose up on my shoulders and she is like cheering for you wholeheartedly. We are both cheering very loudly.
I think that this other guy, like, he sighs but then just smiles and takes your hand, and you guys just do whatever it is that you can to basically get from point A to point B. And then after a little bit, Worm and Edgar do this little sashay down the way. Worm is clearly stronger, being mostly muscle, but you notice that Edgar is still holding him up almost the entire time as they're going down, like a good portion of him on his shoulders. So you're like, oh, deceptively strong.
Wink.
Like, look at him go.
Look at him go.
Let's fucking go.
The night continues.
God. They come through. Francisco gives them a little wink, like a nice.
Francisco's an ally. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, there's so many dice.
They multiplied.
Everything explodes.
Oh no. There we go. Some dice for each of you.
You just gave us all fidget toys.
But yeah. What else do we want to do tonight, if anything? Food is good, the partying is hard.
I was trying to pick up these dice and I didn't want them to go very far, so I physically picked up my mouse like a fucking idiot.
They're not moving. I've never been more delicate in my whole life. I'm gonna add a little note here. Ghost. The masked vigilante.
So is the food like a buffet kind of deal for like drink, like nights when they have like a live music, or is it? Do we?
It's
order?
still. I think it's still made to order, but for drinks they probably have like. You can kind of like how you can get a bucket and it'll have a bunch of beers in it or a bunch of a particular drink. They've got ones like that where you can just get really big quantities of a drink, but the food is still generally made to go.
Oh snap! I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna take Rose delicately off my shoulder, not putting her on the ground. I'm gonna walk over to Taryn, place her on the ground, give her head a little ruffle, and then sprint.
Sprint the 15 feet over to the order window.
Yeah, make it in like three steps to get over there.
I'm like
And what are you
imagining
doing?
like the nemesis stomping.
Boom, 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 boom.
So I saw buckets.
Yeah, we got buckets.
I want a bucket.
Bucket of what?
What do you got?
We got juices. We've got juices with something extra.
Mm-hmm. Now the
Lemonade,
juices,
sweet tea, unsweet tea.
the juices with something extra is clearly labeled. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just want to make sure there's a small one. But can I get? Because she's kind of thinking maybe for the table. How about a bucket with little lemonades in it, and then a bucket with some juice and something extra.
All right. I know your table. You go on. I'll get it over.
Gotcha. Ginger walks back. I didn't order any food. Does anyone
Well,
else
you guys
order
would have
any
already
food?
eaten. That would have been the first thing you got.
Yeah.
Because not only does Karen know the chef, he's one of the chefs right now.
Yep, I sure am. I imagine that we had our fill of gumbo, crawdads, and Cajun fries.
Cajun
Is there
fries.
any left at the table? Like, was it one of those like when you order at like family restaurants, they have like the big portions of them out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just help myself to that.
You saw that too just now, yeah?
Your dice said, I'm going to the shadow realm. Oh, hold on. Here you go.
Here you go, buddy.
Dice.
That was too funny.
The drinks come out. Much more carousing is to be had. The night grows later, the sky darker, and the wind still blows very nicely through the tapestry up above. With the exception of the bonfire, which does emit light but no heat, and also is not affected by the wind, creating a very strange experience to be standing next to, you do make out moonlight also pouring in through the tapestry. It's clearly a very clear night. Each table is kind of adorned with like a almost like one of those handheld lanterns that they used to have with the candle inside, but it's not handheld. It's just a lantern with a candle inside sitting on each table.
Are they like iron?
What do you mean?
Like the lanterns, are they iron?
Let me see.
I mean, it's not important. I'm just like trying to visualize it.
Like this. Post it to the story time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a little square one, it has a door to access the candle if they need to replace it. But there's a number of those on tables, each of them burnt to various degrees. They clearly replace them as they need to. Off in the distance, on one of the nearby docks, you can see Worm and Edgar just cuddled up under the tapestries looking up at the moon.
Aww.
No
I like how
questions.
we created these characters just to like be cute.
Yes, that is their purpose now. And Edgar was supposed to be the ornery one, but we just created him a perfect counterpart.
Mhm. One of those people like where you want to think he's an asshole and then you see him later on and you're like, damn it, you're cute.
Darn, you're kind of a a sucky introvert, but you were adopted by a great extrovert, and it's balanced itself out.
Ginger
Yes.
has been drinking a lot,
Nice.
and she is swaying to her own beat. Every
Nice.
once in a while, she is kind of singing a song that no one really knows.
And you know what? That's cool.
Nobody doubts you.
Eventually, Francisco walks over and it's like, we should probably take this one home before we have to drag her.
I'll go and help you out. I'll see you guys later, okay? He mentioned. Ember mentions to the rest.
Okay, just be safe out there.
Whisper goes back with Ember, but Wisp seems to enjoy being, quote, the center of attention, and stays being a bonfire for as long as possible.
So from the distance, you hear Ginger, like, because she's like way off now, but she is yelling, "Do you used to be an egg?" Like to Francisco.
Little head pats.
Hearing that,
Dude, be a cool egg.
Taryn kind of chuckles. And he like kind of like nudges Green Sky. He's like, that reminds me back to when Rose was just a wee lass, so just a little one. Me and her pop, we were celebrating that night real hard. And I when I was younger, I didn't know my limit when it came to drinking. And I may or may not have danced on some tables. And looking at Ginger right now just reminded me of what that used to be like.
Where's Rose?
Where is my ward?
You're over here telling stories of your youth. And your ward was previously being monitored by Ginger, who is gone.
Wait, no, Ginger brought her back just before running off for those buckets.
So
If you
she'd
remember
be
that.
right underfoot as you're telling me stories.
Yes.
Which Green Sky would point out, go and kind of point down to the wide-eyed Rose.
Like, yeah, well, that was a long time ago. Oh, come on. You never tell stories like that when I'm around. Well, you're not old enough to hear them. That's you.
That's what I was about to say. Taryn sneezes. I was just going to say it.
He goes in like a sneeze fit.
There he goes again.
Indeed. Well, that definitely is something that most keep to themselves, or at the very least attempt to shield from. Can't say I blame the guy too terribly much. Anyway.
You do know I can still hear you, right? That's you.
Oh, I know, my friend. I know.
Okay, so Fiddle that. I'm trying to think of like how do we, because I really like the idea of the masked vigilante, and I'm trying to think of a good way to segue him in here somehow.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I would imagine that you overheard them talking earlier about it. Like that was one of their conversations.
I guess another question is, what
Or-
do they do? And I think I just got an idea.
Ooh.
Hold on.
We're thinking the same thing here?
I don't know. But you know what I'm going to do? Yoink.
Oh,
Whoop. As that goes off the table.
We're going to take this.
A little too excited there.
he really is a vigilante.
Whatever we do, we can't call him Ghostface.
Okay, so does he run around with like a sheet, or is he like an albino frog dressed up like Zorro?
I was thinking like he would almost have like one of those bodysuits that he wears, but the entire thing is colored in like black and white, almost like Rorschach's mask, but for a full bodysuit.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Okay.
And as for like what he does, because it's not like we're a warring time anymore. There was a war, but not anymore. He actually
Don't forget
goes
the
around.
Mustache Massacre.
Yes, a dark time in this particular place's past. I like to imagine that he actually works to like upend bad business practices. So he keeps all the business people honest by like if they get too rowdy or they're trying something underhanded, news of it will eventually get out because of this masked vigilante, which is said to get into and out of places completely unseen and show the world their wrongdoings.
Ooh.
Oh, and Worm wants to find out because Worm thinks of themselves as like on the right side of the law, where like they want the same thing, but like there's a right way.
Why
and
are
a wrong
they
way to do
literally the Spider-Man thing?
Yes, it's literally
yeah,
J.
I
Jonah
love it.
Jameson.
So
it.
masked vigilante.
Except ours is better because he's gay.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
So he has like firsthand accounts. People have seen him. And he has this this Rorschach bodysuit that covers him head to toe. And the only thing they know is that he is a frog of some kind, but they don't know exactly what he looks like because his whole body's covered up.
Mhm.
Now,
You know
what
what just
traits?
You know what just occurred to me?
What?
What?
It'd be really strange for someone just joining the stream right now to just like look at the screen and see Editor Worms saying, "If you cut off my head, I will be really sad." Without
With
any
no
context.
Yeah.
I feel like it vibes though.
Here's something.
Oh.
What have you
What
got?
did you find?
So under traumatized traits, there is heroic. A heroic kith believes that they are the savior of the world. What a cruel fate indeed. They are often dragon slayers, leaders of a rebellion, and those arrogant enough to seek out power, among others.
That is very interesting.
Mhm.
It also allows us to give a traumatized trait that really makes sense for a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that one makes sense. They're heroic. And then, like, maybe quiet, because it kind of fits with, like, being that ghost. What are some other options here? Oh, wait. Invisible is a grounded trait. An invisible kith cannot be seen. They are often ghostly spirits, terrified gods, and tiny scuttling creatures, among others. I like the idea that they're heroic and invisible.
Yeah.
That is cool.
So we'll start with heroic. So a heroic kith. Choose 1 to 2 they can always do. Know what's best for everyone else. Present a perfect persona to the world. Declare someone fundamentally good or irredeemably evil. If anyone wants to prove you wrong, they're going to need to spend a token.
I know all these are pretty good.
And then I guess if we want to look at them all real quick.
I do really like the last one.
Mm-hmm.
I like the last one and the
sense.
first one. Like
Yeah.
the I know what's best for people is very much that, like, I'm the hero because I know what's best.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And then for invisible, it's have been somewhere the whole time, move right past people who should have spotted you, and vanish. If someone wants to find you again, they're going to need to spend a token.
Vanish?
We gotta pick vanish. That's just the superhero exit. Of
Yeah, yeah.
That's just the Batman thing.
That is-
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
So we can give him all 4, because this guy's a superhero. He can have 4 traits, where we do the first and the second of heroic, and I'm thinking the first and second of invisible, because he's already there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he can leave in an instant. So it's almost like he can teleport, but he's always there, but he's only there when he wants to be. And it's up to you to figure out whether or not you're having a conversation with yourself or the ghost. I like that. Ooh. So let's see. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste, but I'm going to edit this one. And I'm putting 3 asterisks afterwards to show that you'll have to spend a token to prove them wrong. Because that's a token interaction. And then if we go to invisible, we'll grab copy. Have been somewhere the whole time.
You worm man.
Copy. Vanish. If someone wants to find you. Spend token to find. Their name, ghost. Their pronouns, IDK.
Ghost.
Ghost. Their form.
Their pronouns are was were.
Was will be.
Was will be. Love it.
We have a superhero.
Nice.
We did it.
Ghost. Local masked vigilante. I don't know if we're doing anything with him yet, so I'm just going to sit him in here.
I'm just glad he exists.
Yes.
Or I'm glad was exists.
There's only one folklore that we haven't touched on, too, so there's that.
Oh, the potter and the goddess.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how ferrets don't have any sense of, like...
Self-preservation.
Yeah. She is currently licking the teeth of my pit bull.
No
And
way.
Maya's just letting it happen.
Oh my.
I want my own dice.
I wonder what that must feel like to live life without fear.
Right.
She's a little shit.
I imagine they would be.
The amount of times I have found her on top of things that there is absolutely no way she should be able to get on top of them. I'm like, your legs are like an inch long.
It's the audacity.
I know.
Mm-hmm. That checks out.
I was gonna take a video, but I think she knew and she ran off. Because, you know,
right.
she's a little shit.
So what do we want to do?
She's
Do
2
we want to
inches
skip some
towards
time
death.
and move ahead, or do we have any plans? Anyone have anything they would like to pursue? Any interesting story angles to explore?
Today?
If we want to move forward through time, we can. We still have
I
2
was
more
gonna
weeks
say-
of this season before the seasonal holiday.
If it's today, Ginger is definitely unconscious somewhere.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Ginger countered the stimulating effects of candy with the depressing effects of alcohol.
Yeah, indeed. Yes. Green Sky would be going through his herbal medicinal for the group, trying to assist everyone with perking back up in the morning, and or just countering any hangover effects.
I think Taryn will do his best to follow Francisco's example, despite not really understanding it with the morning yoga.
I imagine that you
He
make some
does,
quick progress, though, because you seem like you'd be a quick study because you're so good at teaching.
And I like to imagine that that while Rose has like tried, like she can't sit still long enough to like meditate at all, so she'll just like sit down for a little while and then just like get up and like, all right, I'm moving on.
I don't know if you guys have seen Bluey,
Time.
but there's a scene where the dad is just laying down and Bluey is sitting next to him. And she's like, can we play a game? No. Why is the little gnome dogs, they have like a little garden gnome that's sitting down like in meditation position. It's like, why is the little gnome dog just sitting there? It's like, he's practicing being not distracted. I'm great at not being distracted. Sure you are. He's like, watch. And she like sits still for 5 seconds, maybe 4. And then a butterfly rolls by and she's like, a butterfly! And runs after it.
God, I gotta watch Bluey. That just sounds so nice.
You should watch Bluey. But yeah. Do we want to skip ahead a certain amount of time?
I mean, why not? Why don't we? What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say why don't we get straight to the festival?
I think we should go the week before the festival.
Okay.
Because then it'll be 1 week until the next thing.
Does the
I'm
air
not sure.
does the air have that that 1 week before Christmas vibe?
You experience all 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah. Whenever Francisco, he'll kind of mention to Ginger, like, you could always join us. And Ginger looks at him and is like, well, part of the meditation is tuning stuff out, right? Well, I do that all the time, so I'm good.
Ember has probably gone off on a stroll on her own this morning. Accompanied by Whisper, of course.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine she'd get very far without her.
Is there a local moth place?
Sure. Especially for a town like this, which has imports and exports.
I'm gonna ask Rose. I know you're into business stuff. Do you want to see my job? Eyes twinkle.
Yeah.
Waves giant eyelashes that giraffes have.
They make a soft foof sound.
She's Santa.
Santa! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I know him. I love Elf.
Elf
Me
is
too.
amazing.
God.
Although I think my favorite Christmas movie has become Klaus.
Oh, Klaus is
Oh,
great.
I've seen that. It is
Love
so good.
Klaus.
I cry at the end every single time.
I tear up because only One Piece can make me cry now.
Wow.
Ugh.
I cry at almost everything, so.
So evil
adult
for
emotional
Cross.
things, I don't get
Only
it.
for
Like,
evil little Jimlins.
they're like, oh, my wife died. And it's like, whatever.
You mean Hallmark movies?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. But then they're like, my dog is slightly inconvenienced. And I'm like, how could you?
I was really upset at the beginning of John Wick.
Oh my god.
I was so upset.
It's funny because some people are like, it's a lot of stuff to go through over just a dog. And in my brain, I'm like, John Wick
don't know.
had more reason to do what he did than any other of these, I was a veteran and retired, and this thing's pulling me out of retirement, has ever had in any other film, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
100%.
he just wanted to live his life with his friggin' dog.
He was living his life. Something
Yeah.
completely outside of his control.
Yeah, they literally
Pulled him back
interrupted him.
Mm-hmm.
I also love that, like, everyone is like, that's John Wick.
You're like, oh shit, you fucked up.
Crap.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I heard you strike my son. Well, yes, I did, sir. And may I ask why? Well, he stole a dog.
He
John
killed
Wick.
his dog.
Yeah, they
Or
literally kicked him.
He stole his car and killed his dog.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, when he said,
One
like,
John
he
Wick.
stole my car, the guy was like, I can get you a new car. It's not that big a deal. And he's like, he killed my dog. And he's like, my son's dead. Shit.
He literally was like, oh. Anyway,
like-
great movie. Love it.
Yes,
I
moving
love
on.
the John Wick series.
Mhm.
But I like to imagine that on this day, Ginger, you're bringing Rose to the
Mhm.
come on, brain, moth tending outpost.
Like,
Yes. I'm kind of,
Dial up. Oh
I'm
no!
kind of,
Where's my meme? Where's my meme?
Jeez. I'm kind of swinging her by her arms again, and I'm like, Taryn, I'm gonna borrow this one.
See you later.
Wow.
Like, what? Shoo.
You start breathing.
Francisco kind of like follows behind. If anyone else wants to go, they can.
There's my meme.
Doo-doo.
That sound, yes.
Discord noise.
The hilarity of having this meme already exist.
Beautiful.
It took me a second because I was like, "Huh, that looks like someone I know."
No wonder.
She's like, oh, wait a second.
Wait a second.
Hold on a second, that's not just a faceless meme.
Yeah.
But as you guys are making your way to the moth tenders, what are you doing at the moth tenders place?
I'm gonna see if I have anything that's supposed to be dropped off here. If there's anything that needs to get picked up, that might be where we're going along. And to see if there's any updates.
Okay.
I will send a letter to my main organization letting them know that I have delivered one of the high priority letters.
Got it.
And I'm also showing Rose around. Go over here.
Bring your friend's adopted daughter to work day.
Yeah.
Yes, totally. 100%.
Rose is absolutely captivated by the moths.
Here's where the moths come in through the ceiling. Here's where they feed the moths. Here's how they tell the moths where they're going. You know, they mostly do it by scent.
Wow. What do they do about the dust? Did
Like
someone like come and sweep that up, or?
Oh yeah. My job is literally moth tender. Whenever I'm not delivering the mail, you know, the people who typically work and stay in one place all the time, they tend to take care of the moths as they come to and fro.
This is so cool.
I know. Moths are so neat. Like Ginger's also like geeking out, like very excited to answer any questions.
I never knew that moths could be so fluffy.
Oh my gosh, you want to pet one?
Yes.
I'm sure they'll let. I'm sure it's fine. Ginger very confidently walks to the back behind like employees only signs and just flashes her badge, holding Rose's hand the whole time.
So you make your way to the back, right?
Mhm.
Like the pens, if you will, where they keep a lot of the moths, where they rest for the day. And a number of them are, you know, coming in and out. Imagine kind of like the owls in Harry Potter fly in and out of the belfry, and there's this room dedicated to it. So it's like a room dedicated to the moths. There's like moth wing powder everywhere. It coats everything. And as you guys are getting an eye on the moths, and Rose is petting one of them, you get a tap on the back of your shoulder, Ginger.
And I'll look around. Hello.
You see a little frog. You'd recognize him because he's one of the ones that helped you get into town. He's one of the primary ferrymen. Clarence.
I kind of squat down.
Oh, it's Mr.
Hello,
Clearwater.
Clarence. How can I help you today?
He holds up a little box. I've got a package here.
Oh, I do
this?
love delivering things.
Yes, it's just what it needs to kick off something new. It's a surprise for the person that's going to get it.
Ooh, I love surprises. Where am I taking this to?
I believe that you are well acquainted. It's Maybelle's.
Oh, how did I know it'd be Maybelle? This will be the second one in a week. Very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
She is quite popular.
Yes.
All right, I will deliver that. Do you need me to do it today?
I get the feeling it'll get there when it needs to. Sooner than later, it means nothing to me. It will arrive at its destination. I trust you.
All right. She stands up straight, does a little like salute. Aye, aye, sir. Your mail will be delivered safely and promptly.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna look
And
over at Rose. Give her a wink. We got mail.
Ooh, are we gonna go deliver it?
Mm-hmm. To your favorite person. Well, second favorite. I don't know how high the Candyman is up on your list of favorite people. Maybell.
Oh, yay! I love visiting her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
All right. Well, we have to stop by the front desk real quick.
Oh, okay.
I take her over to the front desk, and I know that behind the desk, they have tiny little junior moth tender pins. And I'm gonna kind of look at the person behind the counter and be like, I'm gonna need a temporary junior moth tender mail delivery super important pin.
Yep, sure thing. The very unenthusiastic person who seems like they've worked this job for far too long grabs a pin and hands it to you.
Ginger gives a big grin and kind of swipes it. Thank you, sir. All right, Ginger, are you ready to be an honorary, temporary, junior, moth tender, mail delivery person extraordinaire?
Yes, but my name is Rose.
I can't fit all of that on the pin. I'm gonna look around the desk, kind of scramble around looking for a pen.
No, no problem finding one. They've got multiple inkwells with feather quills and a couple of pencils.
Nice. I'm gonna take one, flip it over, scribble Rose on the back of it. Like, there you go.
Yay!
It's implied.
She like does like her best approximation of like what like a salute would be.
Perfect. I kind of pin it on her shirt. Let's go.
Aye aye.
And Francisco follows behind.
So, making your way over, who
We got a
wants to
job,
play?
Francisco.
Pull out the sheets here.
See, I can be
Maybell and
responsible and do my
Sophia.
job. You probably should have checked that when you first got here, not 3 weeks in. Whatever. It's important. What matters is that we're doing it now.
Just as a small caveat, you would notice that you were handed this package while in the moth tending room by a local dock worker. But who wants to play Sophia and Maybell?
I could take Maybell again.
I don't mind being Sophia again.
There's Sophia. There's Maybell.
That is, of course, unless Yagoki wants to have a character to jump in here with.
My female voice is very raspy. Wouldn't work.
Aw.
Give me
You
one
can-
moment. I'm actually making another character for you.
I would say you can borrow Sophia if you want. They don't really have a super feminine voice. It's just busy.
Mm.
Exasperated.
Yeah,
I'm actually kind of interested into what Foxy just mentioned there.
gotcha.
Is it the first Sophia? I mean,
Sophia the first?
she's our first Sophia.
Oh goodness. Yes.
I'm kind of thinking I want to give Sophia the voice of like Edna from The Incredibles.
Oh god. 100%.
But I don't know if I can pull that off.
Do it. All right.
You are Elastigirl. My God, pull yourself together.
Slapping her.
I love her.
Oh,
I think she's actually the best character from that movie, I think.
Mm-hmm. The forever supportive, like, aunt.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that the first thing that she says when she sees Bob is just like, my God, you've gotten fat.
No capes. If you don't love Edna Mode, you're wrong.
I mean, facts.
Dun, dun. Would you like to share with the class what your idea is there, Foxy?
Almost done. But it's
Ooh.
the other person working there. They work normally at the they deal with a lot of the tapestries and stuff. So they don't work on any of the designing, but they're there to like manage logistics and what do they have coming in and out and all of that.
Clarence. Okay.
I had to YouTube some Edna Mode.
To get into character.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean that M was supposed to be in a box?
I'm questioning that too.
Uh-oh.
No one puts M in a box.
You did. You have Wi-Fi in the box.
I did. I have Wi-Fi in the box. Oh God. Paper one. Hi.
There we go. This, where you go? There you go. Is Gordon.
Gordon Freeman.
I was thinking
gecko.
Ramsey.
Gordon Freeman. This is Gordon the gecko. He's
Oh,
confident,
nice.
but nervous and cautious.
Mm.
And he works logistics at Maybell's Textiles. The things that he can always do are listed there.
I just realized I'm still holding on to Edgar. Whoops.
Well, yep. And I think I have Worm.
I was like, why are there so many Kith sheets here?
Hmm.
I mean, we do make up a veritable caravan just with our own Kith and characters.
We really do.
Yeah.
So, the group of you guys are headed to, or who was that? It'd be Ginger and Rose, I believe,
And Francisco. Tailing
and
behind.
Francisco.
Yeah.
Here, I can play as Francisco if that's okay with you, since you've already got Sophia.
Yeah.
Nice. So, we all arrive at Maybell's Textiles.
Hello and welcome again. And to what do I owe the pleasure of another visit?
Sophia kind of looks up, looks back down. Hi, Mabel. Guess what I have for you?
Oh, well,
actually,
what was that?
And then Ginger turns around. Here, gives it to Rose. And you're just gonna go up there and be like, "Hello, ma'am." Ask her for her name. Check if it's the same name on the package, and then just give it to her.
Gordon
And
as he pipes.
She turns around and kind of pushes Rose forward.
Gordon as he pipes up from the back. This better be what I was expecting.
Yes.
Not everything's about you, says Sophia.
I have a package here for you, Miss Maybell. Oh, really? Well, look at you. Aren't you just the sweetest little thing? And she'll like scoop it up. Like, well,
As
I do
Maybell
believe
checks
this
the
is what we were
package,
waiting for.
It is in fact addressed to Gordon.
Gordon, I do believe that you'll be happy to receive this.
Sophia looks down. Not going to hear the end of it.
The one time you pipe up, and he walks up.
One time. I don't ever not.
Don't. Never
That was a sentence.
That was indeed a sentence.
You're welcome.
Now, the two of you, I need you both with your noses to the grindstone and not pointed at each other.
What about my nose?
It's a turn of phrase, darling.
She starts
I was imagining
going
we
with
kind of both said it
vengeance.
at the same time, but yeah, it works too.
Yeah. We both huff.
Oh, don't mind them. They sound like they hate each other, but I promise you, there has never been a greater working pair in all of these parts.
Oh, I know some good work buddies when I see them. Squints over at Francisco. Francisco shakes his head.
Gordon.
It's about
takes the
knowing who
package,
you work well together with.
Thank you very kindly, young miss. We have been expecting this. If this is what I'm anticipating, this should help loads around here.
No
It's a
problem,
smaller
sir.
package than you were anticipating.
Although it is,
It's a package, but it's one of those manila envelopes that looks like it would hold documents with like the little wraparound wire instead of a normally you receive textiles in either bundles or small boxes. This is not that.
Interesting. Well, no sense in waiting on the open. Walks over to the counter and grabs the sharpened thread of some kind to slice the opening. And pulls out the contents.
Sophia's interest is piqued.
What you find is a copy of invoices from Maybell's.
Ah. Was anticipating these weeks ago.
Invoices, I should add, for a sort of, this is me trying to make things interesting, that Gordon has forged.
Oh.
Ginger hears you say should have been sent sees you say it should have been sent weeks ago and just kind of Well, you can't really rush the mail. It got there as soon as it could.
This is kind of building up this idea that Gordon has been going under the table and selling textiles and faking the invoices afterwards.
Ooh, we possibly have a villain.
Sophia, seeing that it's not textiles, just goes, bah! Goes back to her sewing.
Well, whatever the case, I'm glad it arrived at all.
Yes, gotta keep papers in order around here. He just begins going to the back to file it away.
Mm-hmm.
I trust you'll see it to its rightful place. I don't even need to check what it is. You
And
see,
we wonder how he's been getting away with it for this long.
Trusting folk.
Maybe
I mean, the business keeps making money. She doesn't have a reason to doubt what's going on in it.
Yep, the paperwork works out. The numbers look good on paper.
He's good at his job.
maybe a little too good.
Well, job's done. Do we want to head back? I think the candy shop's on the way back up.
I could really go for something cold and sweet.
I bet there's a place we could get lemonade.
Lemonade?
There you go. It's like a lemon drop, but liquid.
That sounds great.
Ginger would find a way to make it sound like liquid candy.
Come on, Francisco. We did some real hard work today. Time to go get some drinks. Here we go.
Hmm. Now I'm pondering what the role those documents will, or those invoices will play.
So I'm imagining that a copy of those same invoices were likely sent to Worm to investigate as an anonymous tip sent to the local newspaper.
And so naturally, Worm's gonna have to go poking around.
Gonna have to go over to Mabel's business and try to figure things out.
Try to get the scoop.
Ember would probably be working there into the evening and be present.
I was trying to get them to go together and they just wouldn't.
Small shakes. Like little shakes.
Oh. Haha! What number is that? It's a snowman.
It is a snowman.
2 and a 5 if you hover over the dice.
Damn.
But I'm imagining probably even tonight. Because I imagine that the letters would find their way to Worm either at his desk or at his home as like an anonymous tip just in the mail, hand delivered, not through the moth service.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not something he's unaccustomed to, He's had a couple tips come through. He has his suspicions that the ghost may be involved, but he has no way to prove it. But he's willing to follow any lead since the ghost tends to point him in the right direction. He's got this
So-
tenuous, I want to work with you, but I want to catch you.
Right.
Mhm.
So
His own
what
sense of
I'm-
justice won't let him ignore what's being brought up, at least.
What I'm wondering is, what is the implication of the forged invoices? Like, is it embezzlement? Is it money laundering? What are we thinking?
I'm thinking that he is stealing the textiles and reselling them and changing invoices on imports to show that there are less textiles arriving than actually did. So, like, we ordered 8, but only 5 arrived, but I put down that we only ordered 5, so it makes sense on paper. And the other 3 I'm taking and reselling.
Okay.
And these are a
I'm-
copy of invoices that show the correct number.
So I'm assuming it's weird to get mail directly given to someone that's going to like deliver the mail without going through due process.
No, you get that sometimes. What would have struck you as
Okay.
weird earlier is that you received a package to be delivered while standing in an employee-only area.
And nobody said anything.
Well, I mean, I took a ward back there, so it's one of those small town things where sometimes, people just
People
go
just
back
go
there.
places.
Mhm.
Yeah.
People just go places, do things.
Go places, do
mhm.
things.
And in case it's not been clear, I decided to take our character Clarence here.
Oh yeah, Clarence the ghost.
Clarence and the ghost, because if you look at Clarence's sheet, the very first Kith we ever built, his only quality is that he is quiet, and one of his things that he can always do is tap on someone's shoulder and stare at someone until they get the point, which is 2 things that he can do whether or not he is the ghost. So I imagine that the ghost's secret identity is actually as Clarence, the boatman dock worker, who gets to see all the imports and exports, and it gives him a close eye on how business is actually running.
Whoa.
Unintentional, but these 2 characters just fit really well. They both
They
happen
really
to also be
do.
frogs.
They
Mhm.
do.
So that was what I was thinking of after we made Ghost, was Clarence is the one that every now and then will drop a tip or a hint, and no one knows the town like Clarence knows the town. But he's quiet and unassuming, so nobody would think he's the ghost. Most people don't even think the ghost is anything more than folklore.
Well, him being quiet and unassuming is also one of the reasons why I didn't think anything of it that he was in the back.
It's funny how that works.
What an accidental stroke of genius that ended up being.
Right?
I feel like that's what 90% of this game is.
Beautiful. But yeah, I figured that was a fun way to sort of show the workings of the ghost. We don't have to explore it directly, but just this idea that for a moment you kind of had contact with this vigilante without even knowing it.
Whoa.
He was always there.
Whoa. He doesn't need to be that quiet with me.
I was imagining a scene actually later tonight, where the ghost visits you, Ginger,
Mhm.
and actually speaks in sign, since his whole face is covered up and you can't read his lips.
Mhm.
But he's just questioning to be like, did you deliver the letter and all that? I left it with someone I trust and all that. Like going through the motions of it, it's clearly not me, but I'm more concerned with, did you deliver the letter? What happened? What did everyone say?
Yeah, that would be kind of funny if he came up to me and he started like monologuing and I just stared at him blankly.
I don't know why, but like I pictured like staring blankly and then doing like the blinking, but with one eye at a time.
Yeah.
Blink, blink, blonk.
Eyes slowly drift
Like-
apart. But yes, I'm going to add here to these 2 key relationships. Secretly,
Being
Clarence.
Yes.
Informer.
Secretly, the ghost.
Mhm.
The quiet, heroic, invisible gentleman. I like that. That's fun. and it worked out almost too well.
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
If not for the fact that that's the last character that we made, and this is the first character we made, and it's not like we intended to cross-reference them.
We really
I just
didn't.
I literally went through all of the sheets one by one, and I'm like, which of these are frogs? And I stopped at Clarence, and I'm like, well, that's just it screaming to do that thing.
Yup.
Like this one. This is the one.
This is the one.
This is the one.
He is the one.
This is the way.
I have spoken.
Mhm.
This is the way. The way.
Reed will show us the way. Ah, good stuff. So yes, we have further fleshed out Silver Spring.
I really like what we've done with this place.
Honestly, it started off as one thing, and it's just continued to grow from that.
Yeah, it definitely feels alive.
But if we wanted to, after that whole event, there's still more to explore here if we ever wanted to return for whatever reason. But I kind of like where we're at. Silver Spring 2. We could come back here later, but I'm thinking that we could enjoy the festivities, have all the NPCs there that we've gotten to know, or just live in the background. Looking at you, Worm. And we can do the party on our next session.
I think that's a really good send-off for the town that we've created.
I agree, and I'm excited to see what else we end up creating.
I'm excited to make a new place as well. But this place, I'm loving it. It's great.
Yes.
It's very nice. Yes. Bog smell.
Bog smell.
What I thought was boy smell.
Hopefully boy smell don't smell like bog smell.
I don't know.
It
Big smelly
depends.
boys.
It depends.
It does depend sometimes with that.
But I'm very excited to see how different of a place we'll make next time. But I'm thinking our next session, we can just spend it enjoying the festivities. We'll maybe have some cameo appearances from various NPCs that we've met along the way, saying our hellos, our goodbyes, and just enjoying the party. Being the moon dance is the holiday ending the Gatling season. So we can do that, and then the following session, maybe we start off, we go travel and go through the steps of picking a new place. Maybe find ourselves another traveler to travel with us. Maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I think this is a good point to end on, if you guys agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Been going for about 4 hours.
Ugh.
So going the other way around, Yagoki, tell us about Green Sky's experiences with Silver Spring. What is his thoughts? And also tell us where we can find you.
His thoughts at this point are this is really shaping up to be quite the trade hub. I think this might be somewhere to either stay or definitely return to on a trade route if I ever set one up for myself. As far as finding me on the wild web that is the internet, TikTok, YouTube, here on Twitch, and Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, all those places, except for YouTube, have all the same tag, but YouTube is Yagoki _wolf, at least for the next 2 weeks or so, until I can get the name changed back properly. And currently going through Baldur's Gate 3, and then the new 14 content as it slowly trickles out here. Might be switching to something else once that'll cleans itself up. And yeah, currently working through my mind just freaking blanked.
Maybe a good stopping point then.
Yeah.
Is it / shout out? I haven't done this in a long time.
You don't have a sword here. You
I
have
am
no
a sword.
power here.
You have no power here. What is the command? There's a command to shout us all out.
Yes, it was used earlier. I think it's just wander, something to that regard.
Oh, there it is. It's SO Wanderhome. Got it.
That makes sense.
But continuing on, Ross, what has Taryn and Rose thought of Silver Spring in their travels so far? And where can people find you on the internet?
Taryn? Well, he likes this place. He's starting to feel a little antsy because we've been here for so long, and because he doesn't trust the god that gave Rose the mark. He's like, okay, we should probably be moving on in case they're watching. But Rose, on the other hand, completely like not like she doesn't like really believe it means anything, even though Taryn has told her like to be careful. Like she's just kind of like, I like it here. Like it's gonna suck that when we leave it behind, but I hope we find some new grand place as good as this wherever we go next. And as far as where you can find me,
Mimi.
me.
You heard it here, folks.
You can find me here on Twitch, Ross_the_bear. I do a lot of different varieties of like gaming content. Recently I've been doing a Pokemon Fire Red randomizer that has been strange, to put it mildly.
Are you playing a Nuzlocke version or just randomizer?
Just a randomizer, because if I'm being frank, that run would have ended like within like the first town if I was Nuzlocking. Like, oh my god, some of the things I've seen.
Deep concern.
Indeed.
But it's been a lot of fun. So if you want to check that out, come give that a look. Yeah, that's about all the important information from me.
Cool. And Squizzle,
Hi.
relatively new to the town, but what has Ginger thought of Silver Spring so far? And where can people find you on the internet?
Oh, Ginger's had a lot of fun when she's supposed to be working. Going on this adventure was a great time. The fact that she was able to actually deliver one of the high priority mails it was good, beneficial. But yeah, she's getting a little antsy. She's ready to move on to the next town after the big party that she is also very excited to go to.
Nice. And where can people find you? And what has Francisco thought of the place as well? Now that I'm thinking about it.
Francisco, he is very chill. He is just kind of going with the flow, trying not to get swept up too much in Ginger's nonsense and try to keep her grounded. So he's just ready to go wherever she's going.
Nice. And where can people find you on the internet?
All right, so I have a Twitter and a Blue Sky. I've literally posted like 3 things on Blue Sky, and then I immediately forgot that I had it.
That checks out.
Yeah. I plan on streaming more. I was actually thinking about at some point maybe doing more like blog, like just chatting streams, but with like a GoPro kind of setup, because I really like doing things outside. And I could talk about it like all day, but it's hard for me to like sit inside when the weather's nice, but I still want to stream. So it's like, what if I combine those?
Maybe in the next spring you can set up a chicken cam.
Chicken cam.
Chicken cam.
But yeah, definitely closer to December and January when the weather's like really cold. I will 100% be streaming a lot.
Nice.
What does Ember think about the town?
Ember thinks it's nice. She's always a little nervous walking around because it's all docks, and she's worried with almost every step that she's going to accidentally walk off of a dock. But I mean, weather-wise, it's right up her alley. You know, rather warm and humid. Even if we're getting into the cooler part of the year, between being salt flats and swamp-like, it's still rather humid. It's rather warm for the season, so she's enjoying that, and she's enjoying getting to know all of you guys better as well. That has been her favorite part, is just getting to see all of you guys learn, grow, and experience new things. Because she feels like that is the embodiment of what it is to be a guide to her, is to help people grow.
Yeah. I like
As for
that.
where you can find me, you'll find me at _Foxy on Twitch and in all of our various Discords, often posting memes of many variety. Many varieties of meme. But yeah, you can find me there. Just give me a ring if you need a meme. I got you. But
And
yeah,
break out the
I'll be
vault.
also playing a lot of games. Play some Dead by Daylight and
A Dwedge.
Dwedge. And then once I'm done and all caught up on Dredge content, I will probably switch to some other games just to break it up. I know I've just started a new playthrough of Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, which I will try to stream. Possibly with Squiz. We'll see.
Yee.
Sounds like fun.
But yeah, that's all 4 of us. Thank you, all of our viewers of the Awooters team's official stream, for enjoying this calm time of just chill Wanderhome vibes. We will be raiding Kuki, it seems. I don't know exactly what game they're playing. Coral Island. I still don't know exactly what game that is.
Ooh.
But we will be raiding into Coral Island. Go ahead and send all the love to Kuki. They are a great streamer, a great member of the team. They keep the spooky vibes all year round, which I adore. And they are just amazing. See you guys next time on the Awooters team Twitch channel, playing the D&D on Friday. So I will see you guys there. Bye.
Bye for now, guys.
Toodaloo.
Miss you already. Ba 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 ba.
Itatali, 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 ta.
It's like
was waiting for the
God damn it.